at the Grayson County Cougars, and it will also be senior night on Friday night. Coach, tough, disappointing loss last week to Clinton. The game, we had 200 yards and penalties between the two teams and 4 turnovers, and had a difficult time doing some tackling on Noah Pruitt.
Yep, they come in and executed their game plan pretty well, and we didn't tackle very well, and then some penalties hurt us, and game that we felt like we should have won. We, easily looking back, could have been up 21-0 if we just punch it in on the first drive. We still can't score in the red zone, or didn't Friday, and it's just a lack of execution.
Yeah.
And it's as simple as that. Whether it's a penalty or a bad snap or whatever, it's just a lack of execution and or possibly just a willingness to score that they haven't learned yet. So we gotta find ways to improve on that. And we still got a chance to do that.
Going back to the first quarter of the game, we punted on our first possession, but then recovered a Clinton County fumble on their 31-yard line, and that was with 9:20 left in the quarter. But as you mentioned, we just couldn't score on that drive.
Yeah, we got a penalty hurt. Backed us up enough that we had to punt. So, just that hurts us in the red zone. It's not, when you get in the red zone, you gotta find a way to just finish, and that's what we've not been able to do.
A few minutes later, we fumbled the ball on the 18-yard line. They moved the ball downfield, but turned the ball over on downs with about a minute to play in that opening quarter. And then Trojan quarterback Zach Johnson threw that shovel pass over to Tyler Bush, and he ran it for 79 yards for a touchdown. And that gave us a 7-0 lead after Aiden Niken's kick on that extra point. Bush showing some shifty moves on that touchdown.
He's a pretty good player. He done a good job of finding what he had open, and Zach did a good job of getting him the ball, and good play for us.
And in the second quarter, both teams punted on their next possession with 2:58 left in the half. Clinton County scored but failed on the 2-point conversion, and they just kind of pounded it in on us. And but we still led 7-6 at that point. Yeah,
they're physical, very physical, and we didn't tackle well again. So it's just something we got to keep working on.
Clinton County scored again with 32 seconds left before the half, and also on the 2-point conversion. And the Bulldogs took the lead 14-7 on a 36-yard run by Pruitt. And again, we just had a hard time tackling him.
Pretty much, that sums it up.
11 seconds left in the half. Zach Johnson tried to air it out on a long pass. It was intercepted by Pruitt, and then he ran it back for a 60-yard touchdown. And then all of a sudden we're down 20-7 at the half.
Yeah, I think we had around 30 seconds or so to go, and I asked the coaches what we wanted to do, and we all agreed to go to halftime unless we got it out past the 40, which we did on the return. And then I asked the kids what they wanted to do, and they wanted to try it too. So I thought, let's see if we can pop one, and we didn't execute well. We called a play where we kind of sent everybody off hoping we might run and scramble a little bit, but we didn't, and it just didn't work out. We didn't tackle well afterwards. We looked back on film and watched and talked about it, we had a play. We just didn't execute, and then we didn't really give much effort afterwards. But looking back, we should have just went to halftime. If we score there, everybody probably thinks I'm a genius, but it didn't work out that way, so we should have just went to halftime.
And Clinton County deferred to the second half for the kickoff. The Bulldogs kept the ball for over half the third quarter when Pruitt scored again, and then we go behind 26-7. But, we didn't give up, so we stopped Clinton County in a big fourth down play in their own territory after we were forced to punt. It was on the next play with 2:50 left in the third quarter when Johnson threw that 39-yard touchdown pass to Bush, and then Niken's extra point try cut the Bulldog lead at 26-14. Again, Bush looks like he's improved over the season, making some pretty good shifty moves heading in for those touchdowns.
He does a good job. He ran the ball hard, caught the ball a few times. I think he rushed for 114 and received for 67 or so.
Mm-hmm.
And so he did a good job of balancing himself out, and we did a good job of getting it to him both ways. But he's hard to tackle. when he gets going, he's hard to catch. So.
Then we stopped Clinton again. We forced them to punt from their own end zone, and then we started from the 33-yard line. But then we threw an interception near the end zone a couple of plays later. But however, Clinton was called for roughing the passer, and that overturned the interception.
Yeah, we pretty upset. That's just the fact that there wasn't a pass interference call. We got away with an interception there that was, they were draped all over us, and I honestly feel like the guy threw the flag because as a makeup call.
And there were a lot of flags thrown in that game. We talked about 200 yards and penalties between the two teams. It was early in the fourth that Johnson scores, and Niken's kick was good, and now we're within 26-21 and got some momentum going right there after that touchdown.
We did a good job of giving ourselves a chance to win, so that's all you can ask for in that situation.
And then both teams punted on their next drives in the fourth quarter. With 4 minutes left in the game, Bulldogs scored on Pruitt's 17-yard run to make it 32-21. Just didn't have enough time left.
Didn't have enough time, and we did not tackle well down the stretch. I guess we got tired.
We didn't talk about this, but Tyler Bush's interception during the game, one official called it an interception, but the other overruled.
100% an interception.
And it looked
I've
like,
seen
yes,
the film.
from our angle.
I've seen the film. I've slowed it down. I've sent it in. The side judge who had the view said interception. The back judge who had no view of the play whatsoever said incompletion. It's been sent in, and nothing's going to be done about it. But it changed the game.
Stats for the game: Barren County with 247 yards, 137 rushing, 110 passing. Johnson was 15 of 29 in passing. Tyler Bush 118 yards on 2 touchdowns. Trojans had 11 first downs and 3 turnovers, 90 yards in penalties. Clinton County 351 and 199 was on the ground and 152 in the air. 18 first downs, 1 turnover, and 95 yards in penalties. I think it was most penalties we've had in any game this year.
It was a lot.
Well, Coach, we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, junior defensive back Jackson Coots will join us when Trojan Talk continues in a moment here on BCHS Live.
You're watching BCHS Live on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter. BCHS Live is a student-led live online video production program.
She has cheered 4 years at BCHS, and her favorite cheer memory is winning state. And now we will recognize our dance senior. Our only dance team senior is Brianna Shirley. Brianna is the daughter of Robin and Darren Shirley, and she has danced at BCHS all 4 years of high school. Her favorite dance team memory is staying with the team in Panama City for a 3-day UCA camp her sophomore year. And we'll finish with the band seniors being recognized tonight. Our first band senior is Isaiah Beecham. Isaiah is the son of Frank Beecham and Pat Rose. He has participated in band all 4 years of high school, and his favorite band memory is winning first place at the Contest of Champions. Our next band senior is Jesselyn Bell. Jesselyn is the daughter of Jackie Bell, and she has been in the BCHS band all 4 years. Her favorite band memory is watching senior-only runs and doing woo runs. Scarlett Burge is the next band senior. She is the daughter of Beth Ann Payne. Scarlett has been in the band 5 years, and her favorite memory is playing Careless Whisper during the feature. Our next band senior is Vicente Carrasco. He is the son of Veronica Roland and Gregorio Carrasco. He has been in the band 4 years, and his favorite band memory is when the band received Grand Champion his first year of band. Jason Fauber is the next band senior. He is the son of Angie and Peter Fauber, and he has been in band 5 years. His favorite band memory is making a drumline rap on the way to Ohio. Our next band senior is Bo Glob. He is the son of Kevin and Terry Glob, and he has been in band 5 years. His favorite band memory is the day he forgot to wear a belt to practice. Courtney Haynes is our next band senior. She is the daughter of Tiffany and Stanley Haynes and has been in the band all 4 years of high school. Her favorite band memory is playing at Casey County and trying not to die. Sophia Hoots is our next band senior. She is the daughter of Christy Goodrum and Mike Goodrum. She has played in the band 4 years at BCHS, and her favorite band memory is the time she dropped her phone in the toilet on the cruise ship in D.C. Our next band senior is Caroline Kinsman. She is the daughter of Gina and David Kinsman and has been in the BCHS band 4 years. Her favorite band memory is the student-led annual church service on the Woodwind bus. Christian Lamb is our next band senior. Christian is the grandson of Renee and Larry Lamb. He has been in the band all 4 years of high school, and his favorite band memories are the bus rides. Chris Likens is our next band senior. Chris is the son of Donna and Timmy Likens and has been in band 5 years. His favorite band memory is hanging out with friends at practice. Our next band senior is Emily Maxwell. She is the daughter of Carrie Reese and Joe Maxwell. She has been in band 5 years, and her favorite memory is performing in the pouring rain at Casey County back in 2016. Our next band senior is Spencer Nunn. Spencer is the son of Jerry and Melissa Nunn and has been in band 4 years. His favorite band memories are the bus rides to and from each competition. Ashley Pavone is our next band senior. She is the daughter of Anna and Omar Pavone and has been in band all 4 years of high school. Her favorite band memory is becoming closer with her sister over the years because she has been in band also, and her sister is her best friend. Emily Perkins is our next band senior. She is the daughter of Jackie and Sherry Perkins and has been in band all 4 years. Her favorite band memory is getting second place at the first indoor final. Our next band senior is Jacob Tassinari. He is the son of Crystal and Scott Tassinari. Jacob has been in band 5 years, and his favorite band memory is playing for parents right before finals during the second season of Houdini. Our next band senior is Jaden Thomas Aument. She is the daughter of Heather and David Aument and has participated in band all 4 years of high school. Her favorite band memory is the bus rides during Evolve. Savannah Thomas is our next band senior. She is the daughter of Peggy Joe and Keith Thomas. She has been in band 5 years, and her favorite band memory is the time some got caught collecting all the school's wet floor signs. Athena Torres is our next band senior. She is the daughter of Brandy and Jose Torres. She has been in band 5 years, and her favorite band memory is the KMEA State Finals in 2016. Our final band senior is Corbin Wright. Corbin is the son of Terry Wright and Olivia Wright. He has been in band 6 years, and his favorite band memory is the Casey County competition. Barren County High School would like to thank all of our seniors and their parents for their time and effort. We are very proud of all of them. We wish you nothing but the best in your future endeavors. At this time, please join in a huge round of applause for all of our seniors, the class of 2019.
And there's the senior night activities here from Barren County High Trojan Field. We'll come back with pregame coverage here. It's brought to you by CPC Commodities, proven in our farm, made for yours, as the Trojans take on the Grayson County Cougars. We're 16 minutes away from kickoff, and you're following Trojan football on 103.7 Nash Icon. Back at Trojan Field, Jay Turner, John Butler, Robert Bauer, Chad Withrow are 13 minutes away from the Trojans and the Cougars. Here, the last home game of the regular season for Barren County. Only one more game to go. That'll be next Friday night at Edmonson County to close out the season. Let's take a look at the game time weather check brought to you by A.F. Crow and Son Funeral Home, reminding everyone, please don't text and drive. Looks like at kickoff, we're going to have a 90% chance of showers and 63 degrees. We already had a little bit of rain come down a little bit ago.
We're used to it, though, right?
Yeah, it was like this last Friday night. We had it at Ballard Memorial. And did we have it anywhere else?
Adair County.
Adair County, yeah.
We had storms over there.
That's exactly right.
Had an hour and a half delay. So rain tonight, and we'll see about next Friday night. I think they're calling for rain next Friday night in the long-range forecast.
It's been a wet last 6 weeks.
Yep. Take a look at tonight's starting lineups brought to you by SERTC. Get things started with SERTC's fast and reliable internet speeds today for the Grayson County Cougars. Under 15th-year head coach Ed Smart on offense for the Cougars tonight. The tackles are Ryan Mode, 6 foot 225 at a junior. Hunter Payton, 5'7", 200 a senior. The guards are Tyler Bellows, 5'11", 240 a senior. Coley Hensley, 6'1", 270 a senior. Center is Spencer Saltzman, 6'1", 230 a senior. The tight end is Hunter Pendergast, a 5'10", 180-pound junior. The split ends are Cameron Harris, 5'10", 160 senior, and Luke Henderson, 5'7", 155 at a senior. Running backs are Qdarius McHenry, 5'11", 185 sophomore, and Derek Ruth, 6'3", 150 senior. The quarterback is Noah Bullock, 5'8", 150 and a senior. On defense for the Cougars, Ethan Cates will be at a tackle, 6 foot 240 a senior. Ryan Coates, the other tackle, 5'8", 275 at a junior. Ryan Mode will be a defensive end, along with Jacob Kerr, 5'10", 160 a junior. The linebackers are Zach Bratcher, 5'8", 165 sophomore. Cooper Terry, 5'9", 195 junior. Logan Saling, 5'10", 150 a junior. The corners are Logan Kopp, 5'9", 135 at a junior. And Andrew Haycraft, 6 foot 170 a senior. The safeties are Qdarius McHenry and Cameron Harris. Starting lineup for the Barren County Trojans. On offense, the linemen are Hunter Wilson, 5'9", 175 sophomore. Easton Frazier, 5'10", 206 a junior. Cody Rogers, 5'11", 229 a junior. Jordan Riddle, 5'9", 157 a junior. And Campbell Ross, 5'10", 184 a junior. The receivers are Gavin Withrow, 5'9", sophomore. Jamarcus Miley, a 5'11", sophomore. Karsten Chelson, a 5'10", junior. Caleb Spillman, a 5'10", 135-pound senior. Running back is Tyler Bush, 5'11", 168 a junior. The quarterback is Zach Johnson, 5'11", 214 a senior. And the kicker is Aiden Niken, 6'3", 185 and a freshman. Defense for the Trojans, Campbell Ross on the line, along with Wyatt Pettigo, 6 foot 185 senior. Cameron Hurt, 6'1", 270 a senior. Joe Bradshaw, 5'9", 220 and a sophomore. Linebackers are Easton Frazier, along with Jake Gill, 5'11", 155 and a junior. Peyton Schartzer, 5'10", 133 junior. Defensive backs are Tyler Bush, Tanner Slagle, 5'7", 128 and a senior. Landon Neal, 5'7", sophomore, and Jackson Coots, 5'10", 127 a junior. Jackson Arnett, the head coach, his second year, Barren County. Assistant coaches are Tommy Muse, Chad Perkins, Scott Chapman, Chad Eaton, Jacob London, Josh Harlan, Denny Brand, Kelly Maxey, Victor Coleman, and Lincoln Arnett. Let's take a break, and we'll come back with more pregame brought to you by CPC Commodities as the Trojans take on the Grayson County Cougars. And you're following Trojan football here on Senior Night from Barren County High on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Sergeant Major Alex Owens, Cadet Command Sergeant Major Isaac Shackelford, Cadet Captain Hunter Seiler, and Cadet Captain Will Pointer. Our national anthem this evening is played by our very own Barren County High School marching band under the direction of Dr. Kip Crowder.
Jay Turner with John Butler, Robert Bauer, Chad Withrow here from Trojan Field. 3 minutes left before we get this game underway, and we're going to have the coin toss here in just a moment, brought to you by Bluegrass Check Advance. Are you left tossing coins after paying the bills, heads or tails? You win with Bluegrass Check Advance, and no fees apply for first-time customers. Bluegrass Check Advance on West Main Street in Glasgow. I don't think we have the officials' names tonight, but the game officials, always sponsored by Express One Source, business, office, and janitorial supplies, along with school supplies. If you're not using Express One Source, you're working too hard. And here come the captains.
The officials, I think, are out of a different region tonight. I recognize the white hat guy, and
Okay.
he called the state championship baseball game with me behind the plate.
Oh, okay. Let's go down to Chad Withrow now for the coin toss of tonight's game.
Yeah, we're exchanging pleasantries right now between the players and the coach, getting ready to have the coin toss tonight.
Legal to best of your knowledge. We done looked at him. 64. We done seen him, coach. Hey, all you players legally and properly go to get the best. All right, guys, listen, sportsmanship, all right? Red to red, white to white, and we're going to be all right. You get negative, we got to get negative with you, all right? Don't do it. With that being said, here's what we're not going to do. Talk trash, taunt, bait, cuss. You do any of that crazy stuff, we're just going to flag you and go on by our business, all right? All right, good deal. Make sure you convey that to your teams, all right? All right, young man. You're going to call us, but not yet. That's the head, football's the tail. The tail, official's the head. What's your call, young man? What did you say? Hey, look, he did. Tails it is, young man. You want to defer or you want to receive? All right.
Grayson County won the toss and deferred to the second half, so Barren County will be receiving the ball.
All righty, there you have it.
Now, those are some
Young
directions. Those are some directions right there.
That's
He
right.
was.
They're not. No cussing, biting, pinching. What else was in there?
I don't know.
How can you play football if you can't cuss or bite or
Yeah.
pinch?
What about that, Chad?
He kind of scared me a little bit, so I'm going to be on my best behavior over here tonight.
Yeah, no biting.
No biting, yeah. All right. Thank you.
All right. We're going to get set for the Farmers RECC Jackie Browning Memorial Opening Kickoff. Our first quarter of action sponsored by Citizens First Bank. Come grow with us. Our sideline reports are brought to you by McDonald's. I'm loving it. And we haven't even checked the games around the area.
Well, we got to do that.
We'll have to go into that. South Central Bank, bringing you small enough to know you, big enough to help. And on the schedule for tonight, Hart County at Adair County.
Boy, Hart County.
Warren Central at Logan County at Callaway.
Logan coming off a loss, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think they'll win tonight.
Caverna at Campbellsville.
I like the Eagles big time.
Eminence comes to Clinton County.
I saw enough of Pruitt last night. Let's go with Clinton. I don't think Eminence can find Albany.
LaRue County. LaRue County is at Edmondson County.
LaRue.
Monroe County at Greene County.
Monroe.
Greenwood at Fort Thomas Highlands.
Who? Greenwood is going to Highlands?
Yes.
Are they crazy?
That's absolutely right.
Highlands.
Taylor County at Marion County.
Taylor.
Glasgow at Metcalf.
The Scotties.
Bowling Green at South Warren. That's the game that a lot of people are interested in.
Bowling Green licking their
Jobs from Indianapolis Warren
Man,
Central
they got
last week.
pounded last week. I'll go with South Warren.
Franklin Simpson at Warren East.
Yep, I think Franklin's too strong.
So there you have it. We'll have some scores on the Coca-Cola scoreboard for you later tonight of some of these games. And Grayson County comes in 5-3. They're in all white with orange numbers, white helmets. And Barren County tonight in all burgundy with gold numbers and burgundy helmets.
Grayson County's uniform, not the most exciting I've ever seen. What school can you all identify? What college team does Grayson County identify with? White helmets, white top, white pant, orange number.
Oklahoma State.
They do have Oklahoma State. Yeah, I was thinking Oregon State.
Oregon
too.
State. That was
Mm-hmm.
the other option.
Yeah.
Trojans come in averaging 15 points a game, giving up 31, 100 yards rushing on the ground, 115 through the air. Zach Johnson, 70 of 120, 6 interceptions, 874 yards, and 9 touchdowns.
I think this is a tough matchup for us. This is, before the year, this is a game that we probably thought we would have a good shot at winning just based on past performance with Grayson. But this running back that transferred in has been a huge difference maker. And you give this coach some players, he can win. Ed Smart knows what he's doing. He just has to have players. And the problem that we're going to face tonight is that their strength has been our weakness all year. They are strong running the ball, and we have had a hard time stopping people. We've already given up 2 200-yard rushers this year.
Well, the key is to shut down Qdarius McHenry, and he is a load.
Yep, and keep the ball and score when we get it.
Ryan Coates will kick off for the Cougars, and it's going to be at the 45-yard line. I was trying to see who fell out. Was that Caleb Spillman?
It was Spillman. I don't know if that was an onside kick.
Yeah, I don't know either.
That was only went 10 yards, and it didn't appear to be a pure onside kick. I don't know what that was.
Anyway, the Trojans will have pretty good field position to start their first drive.
I'll go out on a limb and say as long as there's no biting or pinching, there'll be a lot less penalties this week than last.
Boy, I tell you what, I couldn't keep up with all the things he said he was going to watch out for.
All right, Trojans moving left to right here in the first quarter. Zach Johnson out of the shotgun with the Bush to his left, takes a snap, and he handed it off to Bush, and nothing there. Actually a loss of one, maybe two on the play as he backed up to the 43-yard line.
Yeah, big 64 Ryan Coates. 5'8", not real tall. How about 275? And that can't be right because look at him. He's not 5'8". He looks 6'4".
Well, Coach Smart wasn't too smart about getting the correct heights of these players.
And he's got a big club on his left hand, too.
2nd down and 11 for the Trojans. Zach Johnson, 3 receivers out to the left side. Going to roll out left. Now try to cut back in the middle. Got some running room there. He's going to get to the 40-yard line and trying to get to the 35. Stopped at about the 37. First down, Citizens' first down for Zach Johnson.
Yeah, gained about 18 on the play. Good job by Zach cutting it back across the field and kind of stumbled on his own right around the 45, and Grayson County came up from behind and caught him, but it's a very positive game for the Trojans.
Puts it down to the Grayson County 37-yard line.
So far, light rain right now.
Yep. This is 103.7 WHHT Nash Icon, Cave City, Glasgow. And Johnson hands it off to Bush, right down the middle, 25, trying to get to the 20, breaks free, gets down to the 15.
That's Withrow.
14-yard line. Boy, Gavin came out firing through there.
21 on the carry, it looks like, 21-22, and very positive first series right here. Broke off 2 double-digit runs for the Trojans, so it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 14.
Completely opposite of what we started last week. We started the spread, empty backfield, not running the ball. This time we're run.
Withrow had some speed on him that time. Another Citizens' first down. Withrow's going to be receiver here on the near side along with Jamarcus Miley. And 2 receivers out left. They spread it out. And here's Johnson. Flips it over the left side. Bush. And he's going to be slung down at the 20-yard line. Loss of 6.
That was the option. That was big 77. Ryan Mode, 6 foot 225. Again, he looks bigger than that to me. But pretty good job defensively of scouting that little option.
So the Trojans now will have it at the 18-yard line. 2nd and 14. Still got time on the play clock. Landon Key here on the near side. I believe that's Chelson. 2 receivers out left. And Johnson takes a snap, looks, throws left side, incomplete. It's intended for Gavin Withrow at about the 15-yard line.
Yeah, it was just about a 5-yard out pattern that time that was thrown too far out. It wouldn't have done much anyway, so it's going to be 3rd and 14. You know, it's not out of the question that we're definitely in field goal range. We sit up here and watched Aiden Niken make one from 40 and look good.
Yeah. Trips on the near side. And Bush is in the backfield with Zach Johnson. Johnson scrambling now, trying to go up the middle, trying to go forward. He'll get to about the 13. And he's going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, we're going for the field goal. I don't blame him at all. Just watching how it looked pretty easy, Niken in warm-ups.
Yep.
Just got to get the ball down.
Got to get the snap right. Yep. It's a little different when there's no rush.
Jamison Bowie's a holder for the Trojans.
Be a 31-yard field goal.
31-yard field goal attempt here for the freshman, Aiden Niken. Long count here, down to 9 on the play clock. It's down, and the kick is up, and it is
perfect.
Good.
I don't remember.
When was the last time that we kicked a field goal?
31 yards?
Yes.
I can't remember one. I'm sure we've had a few, but I don't. There can't be a lot, to be honest with you. And that would have been good for that easily cleared it. Good snap too.
Yeah.
Good snap, good hold. That was perfect.
Let's go down to Chad Withrow. That was a nice field goal by Niken.
Yes, it was. Probably been good from 38, 40 yards. That was easily cleared, But we get down there in the 14-yard line or so. you've got to punch it in, and that's been our Achilles heel all year early in the games. Drive it and don't score, but we're going to have to score to keep up with Grayson tonight, I think.
Yep. Sideline reports brought to you by McDonald's. The Trojans are up 3-0 on Grayson County. 8:41 to go here in the first period. 31-yard field goal by Aiden Niken.
Set receiver the Cougars. Number 6, Darius McHenry.
And we got to watch out for McHenry.
Correction. Set receive number 2, Andrew Haycraft.
Yeah, I don't see him out there.
Or Haycraft, okay, number 2. Because McHenry is number 6. All right, Niken will kick off from the 40 for the Trojans with a 3-0 lead over Grayson County. And a nice kick by Niken going all the way back, and it takes a bounce and goes into the end zone. And so Grayson County will have it back out of their 20-yard line.
Good kick.
It's pretty clear he's dramatically improved this year.
Yeah, that's. I was getting ready to say that. He, from the beginning of the year till right now, just incredible amount of improvement, and it's a credit to. It's a credit to him, to be honest with you, and the coaching staff too for working with him and also working with snaps and things like that.
Just a freshman, kicking 40-yard field goals, you don't know what I'm looking at.
Yep. Quarterback is Bullock. He's under center. Takes a snap. He's going to roll out right. The pass is going to be complete. Wide open. 14. Taking it down the far sideline. And that is, we'll have to check the name and number on that one.
14, gain of 22. Anyway, that was a great call that time because they rarely throw it, and that was a little play-action bootleg and just made a nice little touch pass to his
Derek Ruth,
to his other running back out of the backfield. Pick up a 22. Nice call.
Up to the 42-yard line. Grayson County 1st and 10. Rain starting to come down a little bit now here at Trojan Field on senior night. Grayson County moving right to left. And here is the handoff coming to McHenry, and he's got some speed going, getting to the outside. 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Grayson County.
Holy cow.
58 yards.
Oh, my goodness. That was the jet sweep, and he saw a hole, and he looked like Carl Lewis. I mean, he exploded through that hole, and once he got by everybody, he put the ball in his right hand like he was carrying a loaf of bread, and he was running away from people. That's the best back I've seen all year, and I kept everybody's been telling me that. And,
that was impressive.
Wow. Holy cow.
Number 22 is the kicker, and his extra point try is up, and it's good.
If you want to see, we've run into some good football players this year.
Trevor Cannon.
We've seen good football players. That right there is Division I speed, and I don't have to see much more than that.
And he's only a sophomore.
And, hello, what's a good little transfer coming in?
7-3 Grayson County now, 7:57 to play here in the first quarter. Let's go down to Chad Withrow. Wow, McHenry had some speed.
Yeah, he's the real deal. I told Robert before the game we played him at the Drake's Creek, which is Bowling Green School in middle school, and we literally did not tackle him the whole game. I don't know, he didn't run but maybe 10 or 12 times, but we never tackled him, and so far we're 1 for 1 here tonight.
Yeah, I talked about he was the key to the Cougar offense, and he has proved it so far. 7-3 Grayson County. And now they'll kick off from their own 40. That's an onside kick or just a squib. And that is number 4 for the Trojans on the return, Peyton Schartzer.
I think they just kicked. I think it
or was
just
it 9?
It's number 9. Yeah, I think it just they just kick
Carson
it.
Chelsea.
I think they just kick it hard on the ground, and wherever it goes, it goes.
So the Trojans will have it at their own 43-yard line.
Yeah, I think ball control will be something that we probably need to do because it looks like to me they're going to be able to score.
Spillman and Chelson here on the near side. Miley is split out to the left. Zach Johnson with Bush to his right. And the handoff coming to Bush. Bush finds a hole, takes it up to into Grayson County territory at the 48-yard line, close to a first down.
Yeah, give him 9 on the play. And so far, we're not getting 58 yards at a time, but we're getting very positive yards so far on the ground.
2nd and 1 for Barren. 7-3 ball game. The Cougars on top with 7:23 to play here in the first. Bring Chelson and Spillman back out here to the near side. 2 receivers out left. And here's Johnson, flips it over to Bush, and he is going to be stopped at the 50. Loss of 2.
Yeah, the option has been well scouted. We've tried that twice and have gone backwards both times. That's 77 Ryan Mode again at defensive end. He has not he's not been fooled on the pitch option yet.
Bad thing was that was 2nd and 1, and we took a loss.
I think we're 2 inside handoffs away from getting the first down at least. Maybe 1. I would keep it in between the tackles.
3rd and 2 for Barren. As we try to get set here, we're going to have to call a timeout. Barren County with the timeout, and it's a People's Bank timeout. Take time out of your day and join the People's Bank. Their new locations at 1300 West Main Street in Glasgow. No scores from other games as of yet, unless you've got something, Robert.
I'd say Glasgow's ahead.
Of course, we're only
15 minutes into most games.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if Glasgow's not up unless they've turned it over. They turned it over 5 times last week in the first half.
Yeah.
Well, Glasgow up 7-0.
As I said.
That was 7 minutes ago, so there's a chance they've scored again since then.
In most games starting at 7 o'clock, we're about 16 minutes in.
One time we started these games at 7:30 forever.
Yes.
Way back when, even 8 o'clock, wasn't it?
I like this better.
I think if we were, if it was Eastern time zone team coming in, we didn't play to 8. Or maybe up there at 8. I don't know. Do remember that. Here's the handoff. Going forward, taking some tackles with him. First down for the Trojans.
Tyler Bush.
Tyler Bush, strong move to the 43-yard line of Grayson County.
Off tackle.
Give him 6 and our 3rd first down.
Another Citizens first down, and got a lot of people dressed in Halloween costumes tonight.
Yeah, I noticed there's been I think a student body theme tonight.
Johnson shovels it in the middle. That's Karsten Chelson.
Yep.
And he'll pick up a couple of yards, maybe 3. Put it down at the 38, I think it is.
Yeah, that will go down as a pass. That was kind of a shovel pass that time.
So 2nd down and about 7 for the Trojans. Got trips to the left side this time, and Miley, the receiver here on the near side. Play clock at 13. Got some time. And Johnson takes it and will keep it. Fumble. And it's going to be picked up by Grayson County. Tackle made at the 31.
Well,
that ball popped out.
Yeah, it's been a problem, especially lately. We didn't turn it over a lot early in the year, but the last couple games we have had some trouble hanging on the ball, to say the least.
On the Coca-Cola scoreboard, Glasgow leads 14-0.
That time Zach had positive yards, and somebody stuck their helmet right on the ball and popped loose that time.
So a turnover by the Trojans. Grayson County has it at their own 31, and it's Bullock out of the gun. He's looking. He's going to throw deep, and it's for McHenry, and man, that thing was almost picked off. Had some good coverage. Landon Neal Tanner Slagle, coverage on McHenry.
The quarterback didn't throw very often, but that was a nicely thrown ball. That's just a go route, and I thought McHenry kind of got away with offensive pass interference. It looked like to me he pushed off before the ball got there. Good coverage by the Trojans.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Cougars. They send 3 receivers out to the right, 1 to the near side. Actually sending 4. So Bullock by himself. McHenry in motion to the right. Fake the handoff. And the quarterback, Bullock's going to keep it. Nice hit made at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, it's tackled by Tanner Slagle, but again, they put McHenry in that jet sweep and faked it to him. Last time they gave it to him for the touchdown, giving him 4 on the play.
3rd down at about 6.5 for Grayson County. Ball right on the 35.
McHenry is used every play. He's either a decoy or he gets the ball.
Receivers are split. In the backfield, and Bullock hands it off to McHenry, making way around the right side and still going. And finally, down across Trojan territory at the 49-yard line.
It's awful nice on 3rd and 6 just to hand the ball off and pick up 18 yards on the play.
16, sorry.
I think it was hustling down the field. I think it was Cameron Hurt that made the tackle.
He's very...
It's patient.
Yeah.
And McHenry.
This is that was Easton Frazier on the tackle.
Top to the 50.
He reminds me of his patient, how patient he is of Le'Veon Bell, who's not played any this year. And running backs traditionally for years and years and years and years and years have been taught to, you got to hit the hole, hit the hole. And Le'Veon Bell and some of the more recent backs at times are more patient. They wait for the hole to open up a little bit. And he is very, very patient. And then he's explosive once he decides to go. Of course, Le'Veon Bell is very patient this year. He hasn't played.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun this time. Bullock throwing right. Pass is, popped out.
Say it was incomplete.
Yep.
Yeah, it's Tyler Bush on the monster hit that time. He jarred that ball loose.
Logan Kopp,
yeah,
the intended receiver.
Yeah, he got popped.
Kopp got popped.
Yes, by Tyler Bush. 3rd and 10. I definitely think they're in 4 down territory. They'll probably just give it to McHenry twice.
3:29 to play here in the first quarter. Grayson County 7, Barren County 3.
We've got McHenry lined up as an outside receiver right now.
Here on the near side, and Bullock's looking for him. Got some time, throws it across the middle, pass knocked up in the air.
Good defense.
Good coverage.
Yeah, that was good coverage. But Slagle was on him, but the one that broke it up was Landon Neal. Good coverage that time.
So Grayson County forced to punt here, 4th and 10.
Set to punt for the Cougars, number 13, Cameron Harris.
Cameron Harris is the punter. We got a lot of seniors on this Grayson County team. And here is Harris. Neal is back. He lets it go.
I should have caught that one if he could have.
And that's going to roll all the way down to the 3-yard line.
Yeah, that if we could have caught that one, I don't know if he was just unsure. I guess if you're unsure, you let it go. But, boy, that cost us about 15 yards.
If we've learned anything this year, it's you got to catch the punts.
On the turf especially.
Trojans will have it 1st and 10 for their own 3-yard line.
So this is in tough field position right here. 7-3. Cougars.
Aiden Nyken started things off with a 31-yard field goal for the Trojans to put Barren County on top first. As Barren County backed up and they're going to be in the end zone after that punt by Grayson County, trying to get out of the hole there and get to about the 5, maybe the 6.
Johnson just kept it.
Yeah, it was basically a quarterback sneak that time. Gain of 2 on the play by Zach Johnson.
So 2 to 3 yard pickup, 2nd and 7.
First down would be nice. You don't want to kick out of your own end zone. Still light rain falling. I guess it's falling. We can see it in the lights, but it doesn't look like
not too many umbrellas around. And here's a handoff.
Tyler Bush
making up to the 15-yard line.
First down.
First down. Got what we wanted. Again, just an off-tackle run right there. So far, our rushing game's been very good. The only thing that stopped us is basically a turnover.
End of the first quarter, Glasgow leads Metcalfe County 14-0.
Quick quarter.
We're down to 2:18 left here in the first. Another Citizens first down for the Trojans. And Tyler Bush's carry. And Johnson hands it off again.
Tyler Bush.
And Bush coming down to the 23, 24-yard line.
Yeah, another gain of about six on the play. Maybe more than that. Oh, yeah, so give him 9. Second and 1.
Second and 1.
Gain of 6, a gain of 8, gain of 9 so far.
We've thrown 2 passes. One's a little short out, and the other one was a shuttle pass, which is actually behind the line of scrimmage.
So second down 1 for Barren County on their own 19-yard line. Here's Johnson, and we got
first penalty of the night, I believe.
Very first one.
And it's going to be on the Trojans. Illegal procedure.
Illegal procedure against Barren County. That'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Which last week was a flag festival at Clinton County.
Wow.
Approximately 30 penalties were called in that game.
So instead of second and 1, it's going to be second and 6 for Barren.
Kind of a calm atmosphere tonight. Don't hear a lot going on out there, do you?
Not much. All right, Zach Johnson takes a snap, rolling out left, little shovel pass in, and tackle made right around the 20-yard line.
Just threw it into a crowd. It was the same play we tried a while ago. Chelson from his tight end position, and nothing there.
3rd and 5.
Possibility this could be the last play of the quarter. 40 seconds left. I guess it will depend on whether or not this is completed or not.
Got a little breeze blowing out there now. You see the flag next to the scoreboard. 3rd and 5 for the Trojans. Zach Johnson takes a snap, drops back. He's rolling out right, looking. The throw to Spillman. Was
nice
he inbounds?
I believe so.
He was.
Good play by Caleb Spillman. And he just
so that stops the clock with 15.2 to play.
Yeah, it was a little out pattern, and he just went up, and not only did he catch it, he got his feet in bounds. And you got to give Caleb credit.
Yeah.
When the ball goes to him, I don't ever remember him dropping it. He catches the ball.
He's a tough, hard-nosed kid, not scared to go in there and get it. Gain of 6, our first passing first down of the night.
Trojans trying to get lined up. Monroe County up 7-0 at the end of the first quarter. On green. Play clock down to 3. Johnson. And boy, brought down hard back at the 20-yard line.
And that was almost a wrestling takedown that time by 79. Hensley.
And that's going to do it for the first quarter. After 1 here on Senior Night at Trojan Field, it is Grayson County 7, Barren County 3. We'll come back with the second quarter in a moment. You're following Trojan football on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place.
Back at Trojan Field here on Senior Night.
BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers.
As we rotate ends of the field, Barren County moving right to left here in this second period. It's 2nd down and 12 for the Trojans at their own 23-yard line. And it's Johnson handing it off to Bush. Bush trying to work his way, and then ball gets poked away, but be a loss of probably a couple. Let's see where they mark it. Well, they're going to put it back at the line of scrimmage, looks like. 3rd and 12.
They're really stacking the box against us right now. Obviously, as John said earlier, we haven't thrown it very much, and we've gone all in on the run game, which I'm not against, but we've got to mix a pass in or two every now and then just to keep them honest.
I think you'll see it right here.
3 receivers here on the near side. Johnson looking back over the Barren County sideline. Still got time here. 13 on the play clock. Johnson rolling out left, looking, and a little high on the pass intended for Caleb Spillman. He tried to get up there to get it.
Yeah, it wouldn't have mattered that time. He needed 12. That was about a 5-yard gain. That's, you know, when you're running outs on 3rd and whatever, you prefer to get it down the field or at least give the person a chance to catch it and gain the yards, and that would not have worked that time.
Right. Q. Darius McHenry is back to receive the punt.
I'd just soon punt it out of bounds because I have a feeling that he's going to be hard to handle or kick it straight up in the air.
We're about a minute into the second quarter. Here's Johnson. Shanked it.
You got the second of the two.
Yeah, he shanked. I didn't mean that, though. He shanked it out of bounds. It didn't go
10
yards. Yeah, that's not what I meant. But I know Zach was not trying to do that. He was probably trying to angle it deep down the field toward the sideline, and that just didn't work out. So
he started that little soccer-style kick where he's been rolling out the last few games. And sometimes you just hit it off the side of your foot, and that's what he did.
Yeah. So 1st and 10, fabulous field position for the Cougars at the Barren County 31.
Yeah. Second quarter brought to you by A.F. Crow and Son Funeral Home. Reminding everyone, please don't text and drive. They're in the I formation, and here's Bullock. Hands it off to the fullback. Right down the middle, and he'll get to about the 27-yard line. That's Derek Ruth on the carry. Pick up a 3. It'll be 2nd down 7 for the Cougars. And official time called here.
It's going to be on
McHenry.
An equipment deal or something with McHenry. That's a big break for the Trojans because he's coming out.
Can't have that play card.
Logan Sailing coming in. Also, the quarterback, Bullock, stepping out of the game.
I'm trying to listen to the official. He's having a running conversation over at the sideline with Grayson County over that, forcing McHenry out of the game.
They either have to call a timeout or they're going to run a play without their quarterback running back here.
Well, they took both players out, right?
Yeah.
Quarterback and running back.
Right. We've got a new quarterback in there under center, number 20. And here comes the run, coming to the near side, 18-yard line, slung down.
That's Ruth again, and took a touchdown saving tackle by Tyler Bush. Picked up 9 on the play. That was disappointing because we had their quarterback and best player out.
Yeah.
Still just ran it on us.
And now they come back into the game, Bullock and McHenry. Harris, a receiver out of the far side. Receiver here on the near side, lined up at a guy, and it is the quarterback, Bullock, bouncing off to the left side. Bullock will get to about the 10.
Yeah, they faked it to the he faked it to the fullback and to the tailback that time and just kept him himself. Tough yards right there. We picked up about 9 on the play.
So they'll mark it at the 11.
Well, McHenry has not touched it for a while. I have a funny feeling he's doomed to, he is going to probably get it right here.
Yeah, he's going to be in the backfield with Derek Ruth. So McHenry, the tailback, Ruth, the fullback, and here's Bullock. And he hands it right off to Ruth. Ruth gets inside to 5, down to the 4.
I was wrong. They give it to the fullback. Gain of 7 on the play and another first down.
Been primarily Ruth on this drive.
That's correct. Grayson is one of the few teams that still run primarily out of the I formation, kind of more of an old school. In the past, they've been a veer team. I've seen them in a veer. And now I've seen them in an I, and I'm sure they're more of an I formation, take advantage of this great running back they have.
Yeah, you don't have to
need
ball fake people or hide it.
Henderson, the receiver, out of the left side. And the handoff trying to make it in, and is he stopped
just
shy
short
of the goal line?
Yeah, and that's Ruth again.
Number 14, Ruth on the carry, tackle made by a bunch of Trojans.
So that is right on. That's
they're just going
6-inch line.
Probably just going to quarterback sneak it right here.
Bullock, split backfield, actually a full house, and in for the touchdown.
That was Ruth.
Derek Ruth.
Yeah, I think the old school coach wanted to reward Ruth for all that work that time, and he got the ball the last 4 times. Touchdown, Grayson.
13-3, Cougars on top. And they'll go for the extra point here. That is 22. And it's blocked.
Well, I don't know if it's blocked or I think he just kicked it right into the back of his lineman.
Yeah.
It's almost a Charlie Brown kick.
Well, it stays 13-3, Grayson County. As Derek Ruth scored for the Cougars. And let's go down to Chad Withrow for a sideline report.
Yeah, they took advantage of the very good field position there and just basically run it right up the gut. And McHenry didn't even touch the ball that drive. So maybe you worry sometimes about one player and you let somebody else get you. So it's not just him that's got us so far tonight.
Yep. All right, 8:21 to go here in the first half. Grayson County 13, Barren County 3.
Number 28, Landon Neal. Number 85, Jamarcus Miley.
Landon Neal, Jamarcus Miley back to receive the kick. We'll see what kind of kick this one will be.
It's been all on the ground so far. Well, if he kicked that in the air that time.
Yep. Miley at the 18. Miley at the 25, trying to get to the 30-yard line, and tackle made right around the 31. So the Trojans will have it from their own 31-yard line.
Barren County will have it 1st and 10 from their own 31-yard line.
Quite comfortable tonight, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Especially in the booth when they're not getting rained on, but it's not as cold as it's been the last couple of nights.
We have some light rain, 63 degrees currently.
I mean, it got down to like 38 last night, I believe, 37.
Rain's going to bring in a little wind and going to get a lot colder than that tomorrow night.
Yeah, supposed to be down to 32 tomorrow night.
That's what I'm talking about.
You got to cover up all your flowers, John.
Yeah.
Get a visit from Mr. Frost.
Yeah, I got a sucker rapper that'll do that.
Here's Zach Johnson. And handoff to Tyler Bush, spinning, and 3 or 4 Cougars bring him down at the 30-yard line, a loss of 1.
Tackle made by number 77, Ryan Moe. A loss of 1 on that play.
Second down and 11.
11 to go. Trojans.
For Barren County. Got Landon Key, got Gavin Withrow, Karsten Chelson. Receivers on the right side. Miley's going to be on the left side. Tyler Bush to the right of Zach Johnson. Takes a snap. He looks. Quick pass. Goes through the hands of Withrow.
Number 6, Zach Johnson's pass intended. Number 3, Gavin Withrow is incomplete.
Trying to hit him across the middle that time. Almost made that completion, but it'll be 3rd and 11.
Just maybe a hair behind him. Had to adjust his body to try to go back and catch it.
The Trojans on a 3rd down and 11 situation at their own 30-yard line. We're in the second quarter, 7:31 remaining. Barren County trailing Grayson County 13-3.
We need to try to keep up with that South Warren Bowling Green game, too, tonight.
0-0 last time I checked.
Okay.
Almost into the first quarter.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the near side. Johnson looking, going to throw long to the right side. It is going to be caught by Miley. And he slips and goes down at the 41-yard line.
That's okay, because that was a heck of a catch. Went up and got it.
30, giving him about 30 on the play. That was, again,
great play.
Just a go route, go as far as you can. He just out-jumped the defensive back for Grayson County, number 2, Andrew Haycraft, and it was good coverage. He just out-jumped him that time. Nice play that time.
So Citizens first down for Mr. Miley. Citizens first bank, come grow with us. 7:15 to go in the half. Clock running here the second quarter. 1st and 10. And Johnson got Bush back there. Miley's out to the right, trips to the left side. Johnson. And it comes to Bush.
He's got a shot right here.
Bush still going down the far sideline. Tackled. Got a flag back here at the 30.
Yeah, it's going to be an illegal block in the back, and I think it's probably a good call. It's about 12 yards down the field when that occurred. Really no need for that block, and that's the call.
It was absolutely a good call, but Bush didn't need it.
He didn't need it. That's correct. And have not been a lot of penalties, but that was a bad one right there. I'm good.
Yeah.
End up picking
we're
1 yard on that, right?
Trojans backed up to the 40.
10-yard penalty. It'll be first down, 9 to
First
go.
and 9
Trojans.
for Barren. Miley goes to the right. Spillman, Chelson, Withrow on the left side. And the handoff coming to Bush, trying to bounce out to the right side, and he'll be tackled. And then there's a late flag coming in after the play.
Number 5, Tyler Bush on the carry. Tackle made by number 35.
Not sure what that is.
That was a little extracurricular between the receiver and the defensive back, and I'm not so sure that we're not going to get caught for probably, I'd say that's a little unnecessary roughness, maybe they'll call. We have not had a lot of those, and that's been definitely a positive this year, but that one comes at a bad time.
Yep.
Couldn't tell who that was on, can you?
I think it was on one of our receivers.
That's a tough call. That's a big one. 15 yards is, plus it's unnecessary.
Chad, you were down there, or you're a little closer to it. What did you see?
Well, it was on Jamarcus. I don't know if it got him for a late hit or what the deal was. It was right here, and he was real low, hitting the guy toward the knees. So it's kind of late and right at the knees after the players, I think, is what ended up hitting him for.
He's second in and close to 20 on the play.
A bad penalty next to a bad penalty doesn't do anything good for you. Take away probably inside the 10 with Tyler Bush's run, and then
now we're
all
at
the way back to the 50.
Spread it out here, 2 receivers each way. And Johnson, he's going to keep it. He'll be stopped at the 49.
It's big number 77 again, big Ryan Mode. 6'2", 225. He's been on several tackles tonight.
Gain of 2. Big 3rd down play.
Grayson County, Litchfield, Kentucky, Jay. Normally a pretty good basketball school.
Yeah.
Boys and girls.
Two receivers each way once again. And dropping back, Johnson. Johnson scrambling now and trying to find somewhere to go. He'll be stopped at about the 47-yard line, only a gain of 2, and it's going to be like 4th and 16.
Skip a couple.
5 minutes left in the half.
Looks like we're going to punt. The punting team's coming out.
We got McHenry back for Grayson County.
Taking a long time.
As we're down to 10.
We're breaking out like we possibly could actually throw it because our receivers just broke out. We'll see.
With throws on the left. And Johnson's going to put it away. Takes a high bounce.
It was a better kick that time.
Yep, stopped at the 26-yard line. 4:13 left in the half. Grayson County 13, Barren County 3.
Relatively quick half due to the lack of not a lot of throwing.
And we're only 45 minutes into the game.
11 pass attempts the whole game?
Grayson has 4. They are 1 for 4 for 22 yards.
Cougars have a receiver out of the left side. And Bullock hands it off to McHenry. Bouncing out and tackle made at the 34-yard line.
Well, he looks like he's about to score every time he gets it.
He's just it's almost nonchalant.
Yes, he's patient, yeah. Now, he's only carried it 4 times.
We got a Trojan that's shaking up.
He's carried it 4 times for 81 yards.
Can't tell who that is.
It was one of the 2 kids that was on the tackle. He was, and right now I can't tell either. You know, knock on wood, we've been very fortunate this year. Not a lot of injuries at all this year.
I think it's Jackson, but I can't see.
There's been years where we've seen too much of Dwayne Miller out there.
Oh, yeah.
And tonight, this year, we just have not seen a lot of that.
It's hard to tell on the monitor.
I'm about 95% sure it's Coots.
He is sitting up now. Now being helped up.
And
he just had the breath knocked out of him.
It is Jackson Coots. He played really well last week.
Leading tackler last week with 9 tackles.
Yeah, he got drugged just a little bit trying to make that tackle. Maybe got that leg bent back underneath him, or hopefully he looks like he might be able to get back in the game, and hopefully that's true.
Got number 13 in the game for the Trojans to replace him.
13, that is Cody Ballard, 5'10", sophomore. And here comes McHenry, speeding down the left side, cutting, breaking tackles, and finally a tackle made at the 41-yard line.
Unbelievable quickness.
And that was by...
We had a shot at him in the backfield.
30 Neal on the stop.
27 on the carry, and I can't tell who missed him, but somebody had a great shot at tackling him and just missed him. Not that I could have tackled him, but I'm just saying he had a shot at him.
First down for the Cougars.
Give him 108 yards on 5 carries.
Racking them up. And coming to the near side is McHenry, 40, 35, 30. Breaks a couple of tacklers and finally brought down from behind by number 41.
That's Coulter on the tackle.
Merrick Coulter.
Good hustle by Merrick that time. Merrick's getting up a little gingerly.
Yeah. I'm not sure if he twisted an ankle or
knee. Gain of 18, is that right, Robert? 41, who's at the 41 now, he's at the 23. I believe that's 18 yards, right?
Yep.
And that puts him at 126 on 6 carries.
So time called here to check on Merrick Coulter. 3:22 to go here in the first half. Grayson County 13, Barren County 3.
I don't think Dwayne's had 2 people under the tent in one game, not much
Yeah,
less 2
right.
at the same time.
Yeah, Dwayne was over there looking at Jackson Coots, so I had to go get Dwayne to come out here because 2 plays later, now we got Merrick Coulter down. And they are looking at his leg. I don't know if it's his ankle or knee.
Looks like a left knee.
I think this is the first year that Merrick didn't. I know he did not play last year. I'm pretty sure. And boy, I tell you what, he looks like a football player. He's good size kid. What they have listed is absolutely not right.
5'8", 150.
No.
He's taller.
No, he's like 6 foot, 6'1", about 220. I don't know how that worked out with the stats.
Got a halftime score in on the Coca-Cola scoreboard. Glasgow 39, Metcalfe County nothing.
Well, I think Metcalfe will have a hard time. I think they have a hard time coming back. Just way too much speed and talent of Glasgow. Glasgow just has to, if they want to beat the elite teams, they've just got to cut down on their turnovers. That's probably been their biggest problem they've had this year.
A couple more where they continue to look at Merrick. Franklin's 14, East 0. South Warren Bowling Green almost halfway through the second, 7-3 South Warren.
Well, Merrick's up, but it's pretty ginger right now.
Yeah.
He's not putting much pressure at all on his left leg.
The way he got up, it didn't look like it,
Yeah,
he tried to walk it off.
He took a few steps, and right now he's being assisted off right now. He's not putting any weight on his left leg. Taking two people to get him off the field, Dwayne Miller, and it looks like the Grayson County trainers helping out.
And the rain coming down a little heavy.
A little more umbrella, few more umbrellas.
Yep. All right, back to action here. And it is Bullock bringing a man in motion to the near side. He's going to pitch it out to the tailback. That's McHenry. And he is going to be stopped.
Tyler
Bush making the stop on McHenry. Loss on the play.
Don't see that very often. Loss of 3 for McHenry. He hasn't had any of those tonight.
And about 14, second and 14 for Grayson as they're on the Trojan 27-yard line.
To an extent, you can sell out for them running the football, but you saw very first play of the game, they have a passing attack, and they can burn you if you just sell out completely to the run.
I formation, Bullock, and he fakes the handoff, going to throw here on the near side, and upended around the 22-yard line by Gavin Withrow.
Yeah, good tackle by Gavin. And again, that was the same play they started the game off. That's just the play action pass, fake the run to McHenry, and a little bootleg to the right. Nice safe pass of 5, but that's a good play by Gavin.
I don't think Gavin's played a lot of defense this year, has he?
He's not.
3rd and 9 for Grayson County. Coming down to 2 minutes to play here in the first half.
Gavin playing a corner.
It looks like a corner. It looks like a defensive back.
It looked like we moved a corner into the Jackson safety spot and then added Gavin out there.
Now lined up in shotgun with 2 receivers left and 2 to the near side. Pass is complete. That is McHenry.
That's Tyler Bush, what that is.
Yep. Another big tackle made by Tyler Bush on McHenry.
I like that one-on-one matchup when you can get Tyler out one-on-one in space with McHenry. You can't do that in the backfield.
No, I'm not saying Tyler is McHenry's kryptonite, but he's caused last 2 times McHenry has had it, he's lost 6 yards.
Our defense has been a lot more successful when they've spread it out and went outside.
So they will go for it right now. It's 4th and 12 at the Trojan 26.
And you got McHenry over here on the near side of the wideout.
With Tyler Bush. I think Tyler goes wherever he goes.
And Bullock scrambling, running to the left side. 20, 15, 10. Hit around the 8.
Gavin Withrow. Man, Easton Frazier came in on the rush and basically flushed the quarterback outside, and we had no containment at all. And pickup of 18 and a first down. That's a tough on fourth and 12. Give up 18 on a scramble. So 52.9 seconds. Grayson County has all 3 timeouts, so I don't think that's going to be a factor. First and goal from the 9.
They're with a little ball control over their own here, aren't they?
Yes.
Bullock pitches it out, and it is McHenry breaking one down. There's a flag.
Yep, that's coming back.
And he goes in for the touchdown, but it's going to come back.
Good call. Obvious hold on
Couple
Tyler.
Of flags down.
Yeah, it's Tyler Bush. Tyler Bush is causing havoc out there again. Tyler Bush came up to make the tackle on McHenry, and the receiver just came in and just basically hooked him and tackled him.
Yeah.
2 penalties. One's illegal procedure, one's illegal use of hands, and we'll take the illegal use of hands. It's a 10-yard variety.
You know, you don't. Tyler's basically the equivalent of what you would see in like a boxing one or a chaser in basketball, and that's a lot harder to do. Much bigger area, much bigger space, and there's a lot more guys out there. But he is the spy, if you will, on McHenry.
And it's going to be a timeout, I believe, on Grayson. I believe I saw them.
Timeout by Grayson County. 35.9 to go.
First and goal from the 21. You don't see that often.
Not very often. And this timeout's brought to you by People's Bank. You can join People's Bank. Take a time out of your day. They're located at 1300 West Main in Glasgow. 13-3 Cougars as we near halftime. Glasgow up 39-0 on Metcalf, we talked about. I don't have anything on Monroe and Green. Usually get an update on that one.
I'll give you
I got the Dodgers ahead of the Brewers 1-0. They can close them out tonight.
I was going to give you a score and tell you it wasn't the Dodgers and Brewers score. 7-5. How about that for a football score?
7-5.
Got a field goal and a 2-point conversion.
Yeah. South Warren, Bowling Green. South Warren 7, Bowling Green 5.
Yeah, I would say that happens about once every 1,000 games. That score comes up. The rain keeps coming.
Back to action here, and here's Bullock. He's looking. Now scrambling. Gets to the 20, now to the 15, down to the 10-yard line, and Cameron Hurt making a stop at the 10.
Gain of 11.
He isn't running very poorly tonight either.
No. Timeout Grayson. They give him 1 left.
Rain coming down a lot harder now.
Yeah, it's going to be second and goal from the 10.
With 27.8 seconds to go here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime report brought to you by Coca-Cola. Open a Coke and enjoy the game. Take a look at the stats, scoring summary. We'll look at other sports going on at Barren County.
Basketball practice started
Basketball is underway.
Officially.
Yeah.
Officially.
Started the 15th.
Officially.
Yeah.
Officially.
It's been going.
You can require people to be there.
You can cut people.
And cut people.
Yeah, that's
and
correct.
tell people. You can make people be there and tell people they can't be
That's
there.
correct.
Got some middle school girls basketball going on. Got JV football this week. Girls region soccer took place Tuesday night. We'll go over that during our halftime break.
This is a good time of the year in sports. You got college football, you got NFL, you got NBA, you got baseball, you got a little bit of everything going on at this time of the year.
That's
and then
right.
You got all the postseason stuff for all the small sports in high school.
Yep. Second and goal at the 10 for Grayson County. 27.8 seconds to play here in the first half.
And hockey. You don't want to leave out any hockey fans.
That's true. That started.
Boy, the rain really coming down now. And here's Bullock. He's looking. He flips it over to McHenry. McHenry in a crowd and trying to squeeze through, getting to about the 8-yard line. That took a lot of time off, but stopped at 16.9.
Great job that time defensively by the Trojans. I'd say 10 people had a hand in that tackle.
Grayson will call for the timeout. 16.9 to play.
And that's they're out of timeout, so that kind of limits what they can do on 3rd and 9. Pretty much, if they want 2 plays, they're probably going to throw the ball right now, throw it in the end zone. Any play stopped before the end zone, they will not have time to get another play off because they can't spike it.
Right.
That'd be a big stop. You saw what Clinton County did last week. They scored at the end of the half a couple times, and then they got the ball to start the third period. Right. Well, Grayson gets the ball to start the third period, and so if we could keep them from scoring here, that would stymie a little bit of the momentum they can carry into break and coming out of it. A 20-3 game is a lot different than a 13-3 game. The way this first half has played out too.
Psychologically, as well as anything.
16.9 as we come out of the People's Bank timeout.
I think they have to throw it here, and then the fourth down, they could run it if they wanted to.
They're in under center, though.
Yep, and it's Bullock. And he's rolling out to the left. He's going to throw toward the end zone to Henderson, and it's incomplete.
Well,
that was that Slagle over there on the coverage?
I'm not for sure we didn't get a break that time.
I don't know how we didn't get a penalty there.
Yeah. I mean, it was great pressure that time by Tyler Bush and another Trojan that forced him to took a big hit when he threw it. But it looks like to me we may have ran into the receiver. We didn't have our head turn. They're going to go for the field goal, which surprises me.
This will be,
especially since the last kick was not very good, the extra point.
And the ball is down, and the kick is up, and it is no good.
Not close.
Logan Raymer.
Yeah, that was keeps us. It keeps us not only physically still in the game, only down 10, but I think psychologically that's big for us. Keep them out of the end zone.
Take a knee here, go to halftime, just down 10.
I think after what happened last week, this ball will not be thrown because we threw it last week and they returned it for a touchdown.
And we're in a lot worse field position tonight than we were last week. We were a lot closer to midfield.
I can see a handoff, but more than anything, probably a knee.
8 seconds to go in a half, and the rain really coming down as you look at the lights.
First and 10 from their own 20-yard line.
I think Chad Withrow's wet.
He's got his rain gear on down there. We'll maybe get him and Coach Arnett here for a quick comment as they head to the locker room. And there's the knee, and clock starting now. Let's see if we can get a comment from Coach Arnett.
Coach, you got to be proud of the effort there on that last drive.
I'm very proud of our offensive effort.
Back with more Trojan talk, and join us now, number 19, Jackson Coots. He's a junior defensive back. Started the last 3 years for the Trojans, and Jackson, glad to have you on tonight.
Thank you.
Leading tackler last week's game against Clinton County. You had 9 tackles, 2 defensive sacks of the quarterback, and recovered a fumble. What do you like best about being a defensive back for the Trojans?
It's just very fun to play, and it's very I just like playing it a lot.
You like to tackle a lot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, after playing all road games last season, what's it been like to be able to play in a brand new stadium and on new turf?
It's nice. I've been wanting to come to play home since last year a lot.
Something a lot of players don't have the opportunity to play is on turf.
Yeah.
And in a brand new stadium at that. What areas of your game do you think you've improved on this year?
Definitely tackling, since I've moved from safety back to like a linebacker position, and reading the plays better.
This is your 3rd year playing high school football. What's been your most memorable moment so far?
It's just my first interception and my first varsity start versus Monroe County. It really got me going.
Grayson County is a team that's coming in here tomorrow night. We've beaten them the last 3 years in a row, but tomorrow night we're being looked at as the underdog. What have you done? What has the team done in practice this week to get ready to step up for this game, and what's it going to take to win over the Cougars tomorrow night?
We've been practicing with a lot of more faster pace this whole week, and I think we got a good game plan for the game.
Well, Jackson, good to have you on tonight. Appreciate it, and good luck to you tomorrow night against the Cougars.
Thank you.
That's Jackson Coots. We'll come back and talk about the Grayson County Cougars with Coach Arnett when we return with more Trojan talk in a moment here on BCHS Live.
You're watching BCHS Live on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter. BCHS Live is a student-led live online video production program started in 2015 by 4 BCHS freshmen. The BCHS Live program is here to showcase everything going on at BCHS, from athletics to special events and opportunities to ceremonies and celebrations. The BCHS Live program is here to show everyone in our community what BCHS is all about, and with 3 major online outputs of our broadcasts, we truly live up to our motto: everything BCHS, anywhere you want it.
The Burgundy Media Network, or BMN for short, is a network of Barren County High School's 3 major media outlets: 88.7 FM, Trojan Radio, BCHS Live, and the Trojan Times school newspaper. As a whole, we are determined to provide you with BCHS news, sports, and interest like never before. Check out our weekly newscast broadcasted every Friday from within Barren County High School, or check out our website at barrenschools.com/BMN. From all of us to you, we thank you for your support of all things BCHS. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style.
Heading into the second year from an approximate 12-year hiatus, the Trojan Times has an all-new look and an all-new approach to bringing you BCHS happenings. We are an entirely student-based publication working more than ever this year to inform you with BCHS happenings. I'm Brennan Crane, Editor-in-Chief, and I can say that we are thrilled to showcase BCHS in a whole new way. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at BC Trojan Times. You won't want to miss this. Go BC!
Back with more Trojan Talk here on this Thursday night, and the night before the Trojans take on the Grayson County Cougars. It's senior night tomorrow night, and as we mentioned, the last home game of the season as we host Grayson County. The Cougars, a former opponent of the district in Class 5A, is coached by 15th-year head coach Ed Smart. The Cougars are 5-3 on the season, coming off a 35-14 win over Greenwood last Friday night. The Trojans defeated the Cougars last season 26-15 in Litchfield. And Grayson County had only won 4 games in the past seasons until this year, in the past 3 seasons, that is. They returned their quarterback in Noah Bullock, but, Coach, they've gotten a transfer from Ohio County who has made a big difference on this team. His name is Qdarius McHenry, and he ran for 215 yards. Last week, scored 3 touchdowns against the Gators, and made a big difference on this Cougar team.
He's a good player. They definitely play around him and rally behind him. And, he plays offense and defense, and they definitely do a good job of getting him the ball, and it makes the other players better.
McHenry was one of the leading rushers at Ohio County last year as a freshman. He's only a sophomore this year. So I know that's the key to the game tomorrow night, is try to shut him down.
Yeah, I mean, he's a good physical runner, can run a little bit. He's not going to run away from you, but he can definitely run around you. He's very, very agile. He's and he can lower his shoulder when he has to. But they definitely rally around him, and it's made a world of difference.
What do they like to run?
They're going to spread it out some. They'll get in the eye some. They're kind of pro style, I guess you'd say. Not, it's a little different than the wing tee and option look that they've had the last few years. They'll run kind of like what we do, little option to him, and but a lot of pro style stuff, a lot of similar things what we do, counter gap, zone, ISO, stuff like that.
Well, Coach, with our last game on the road next week at Edmonson County, talk about your seniors who will be playing their last game here in the new stadium on the new turf in front of the home crowd tomorrow night.
Yeah, I mean, we told them that to just be ready. Just don't let the emotion of the game, kind of dictate what they're going to do, but just because they'll always remember it. And these guys have done a great job. And I told them today, they wanted to, they're introducing us first, so we're going to kind of come off the field and get out of the weather and try to get ready to play again after after we introduce them, and that's what they wanted to do. That's what I'm happy about with this team. They wanted to come off the field and get ready to play because they're more concerned with winning the game than they're focused. I'll put it that way. They are here to win the game. They're not really as worried about senior night festivities. They're just they want to play and they want to win. So, that made me feel better that that's their focus. They're not worried about all the hoopla of the game. They kind of they're here to win, and that's a good sign.
Yeah. Anything special before the senior recognitions tomorrow night?
I think we will. Our Trojan walk will be a little different. We will walk down in our gear this time because we're going to warm up a little earlier because of senior night. And other than that, no, we're just going to try to get ready to play like we always do, and try to execute what we do better, and try to win the offense, defense, and special teams and field position battle.
Yep. Coach, good luck tomorrow night.
Thank you.
Game time 7 o'clock, and senior night recognitions around 6:30, and we'll broadcast that as well on 103.7 Nash Icon and on ESPNKY.com, also on BCHS Live as well. John Butler, Robert Bauer, Chad Withrow, our sideline reporter, will join us for the broadcast, and that's Trojan Talk for this week. And thanks to Jackson Coots for being on the program tonight. And now for Coach Jackson Arnett and the BCHS Live video team, I'm Jay Turner. Thanks for watching.
Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style.
Heading into the second year from an approximate 12-year hiatus, the Trojan Times has an all-new look and an all-new approach to bringing you BCHS happenings. We are an entirely student-based publication working more than ever this year to inform you with BCHS happenings. I'm Brennan Crane, Editor-in-Chief, and I can say that we are thrilled to showcase BCHS in a whole new way. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at BC Trojan Times. You won't want to miss this. Go BC!
Hi, everybody. I'm Jay Turner, voice of the Barren County Trojans, and I'm excited to host the first season of Trojan Talk on BCHS Live. Trojan Talk is where I get the opportunity to sit down and talk with Barren County coaches and players. I hope you'll join us on Trojan Talk at 6 p.m. every Thursday night, right here on BCHS Live, online on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, as well as local cable channels EPB 19 and SCRTC 97.
You're watching BCHS Live on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter. BCHS Live is a student-led live online video production program started in 2015 by 4 BCHS freshmen. The BCHS Live program is here to showcase everything going on at BCHS, from athletics to special events and opportunities to ceremonies and celebrations. The BCHS Live program is here to show everyone in our community what BCHS is all about, and with 3 major online outputs of our broadcasts, we truly live up to our motto: everything BCHS, anywhere you want it.
The Burgundy Media Network, or BMN for short, is a network of Barren County High School's 3 major media outlets: 88.7 FM, Trojan Radio, BCHS Live, and the Trojan Times school newspaper. As a whole, we are determined to provide you with BCHS news, sports, and interest like never before. Check out our weekly newscast broadcasted every Friday from within Barren County High School, or check out our website at barrenschools.com/BMN. From all of us to you, we thank you for your support of all things BCHS. Did you know that Barren County sports teams only receive $250 in yearly funding? So how is each team able to function and stay updated with modern equipment and uniforms? Through the help of the Barren County Athletic Booster Club. The BCHS Athletic Booster Club is the #1 way to help contribute to the student athletes that give Barren County athletics the upbeat reputation it holds. You can help contribute to the student athletes of BCHS today by contacting the boosters on Facebook at facebook.com/BCHS Booster. Let the student athletes of tomorrow shine by donating to the BCHS Athletic Booster Club today. Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style.
Heading into the second year from an approximate 12-year hiatus, the Trojan Times has an all-new look and an all-new approach to bringing you BCHS happenings. We are an entirely student-based publication working more than ever this year to inform you with BCHS happenings. I'm Brennan Crane, Editor-in-Chief, and I can say that we are thrilled to showcase BCHS in a whole new way. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at BC Trojan Times. You won't want to miss this. Go BC!
Hi, everybody. I'm Jay Turner, voice of the Barren County Trojans, and I'm excited to host the first season of Trojan Talk on BCHS Live. Trojan Talk is where I get the opportunity to sit down and talk with Barren County coaches and players. I hope you'll join us on Trojan Talk at 6 p.m. every Thursday night, right here on BCHS Live, online on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, as well as local cable channels EPB 19 and SCRTC 97.
You're watching BCHS Live on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter. BCHS Live is a student-led live online video production program started in 2015 by 4 BCHS freshmen. The BCHS Live program is here to showcase everything going on at BCHS, from athletics to special events and opportunities to ceremonies and celebrations. The BCHS Live program is here to show everyone in our community what BCHS is all about, and with 3 major online outputs of our broadcasts, we truly live up to our motto: everything BCHS, anywhere you want it.
The Burgundy Media Network, or BMN for short, is a network of Barren County High School's 3 major media outlets: 88.7 FM, Trojan Radio, BCHS Live, and the Trojan Times school newspaper. As a whole, we are determined to provide you with BCHS news, sports, and interest like never before. Check out our weekly newscast broadcasted every Friday from within Barren County High School, or check out our website at barrenschools.com/BMN. From all of us to you, we thank you for your support of all things BCHS. Did you know that Barren County sports teams only receive $250 in yearly funding? So how is each team able to function and stay updated with modern equipment and uniforms? Through the help of the Barren County Athletic Booster Club. The BCHS Athletic Booster Club is the #1 way to help contribute to the student athletes that give Barren County athletics the upbeat reputation it holds. You can help contribute to the student athletes of BCHS today by contacting the boosters on Facebook at facebook.com/BCHS Booster. Let the student athletes of tomorrow shine by donating to the BCHS Athletic Booster Club today. Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style.
Heading into the second year from an approximate 12-year hiatus, the Trojan Times has an all-new look and an all-new approach to bringing you BCHS happenings. We are an entirely student-based publication working more than ever this year to inform you with BCHS happenings. I'm Brennan Crane, Editor-in-Chief, and I can say that we are thrilled to showcase BCHS in a whole new way. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at BC Trojan Times. You won't want to miss this. Go BC!
Hi, everybody. I'm Jay Turner, voice of the Barren County Trojans, and I'm excited to host the first season of Trojan Talk on BCHS Live. Trojan Talk is where I get the opportunity to sit down and talk with Barren County coaches and players. I hope you'll join us on Trojan Talk at 6 p.m. every Thursday night, right here on BCHS Live, online on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, as well as local cable channels EPB 19 and SCRTC 97.
You're watching BCHS Live on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter. BCHS Live is a student-led live online video production program started in 2015 by 4 BCHS freshmen. The BCHS Live program is here to showcase everything going on at BCHS, from athletics to special events and opportunities to ceremonies and celebrations. The BCHS Live program is here to show everyone in our community what BCHS is all about, and with 3 major online outputs of our broadcasts, we truly live up to our motto: everything BCHS, anywhere you want it.
The Burgundy Media Network, or BMN for short, is a network of Barren County High School's 3 major media outlets: 88.7 FM, Trojan Radio, BCHS Live, and the Trojan Times school newspaper. As a whole, we are determined to provide you with BCHS news, sports, and interest like never before. Check out our weekly newscast broadcasted every Friday from within Barren County High School, or check out our website at barrenschools.com/BMN. From all of us to you, we thank you for your support of all things BCHS.
Did you know that Barren County sports teams only receive $250 in yearly funding? So how is each team able to function and stay updated with modern equipment and uniforms? Through the help of the Barren County Athletic Booster Club. The BCHS Athletic Booster Club is the #1 way to help contribute to the student athletes that give Barren County athletics the upbeat reputation it holds. You can help contribute to the student athletes of BCHS today by contacting the boosters on Facebook at facebook.com/BCHS Booster. Let the student athletes of tomorrow shine by donating to the BCHS Athletic Booster Club today.
Is down to the sideline, and Chad, you have a chance to talk with Coach Arnett when he came out of the locker room?
No, I didn't get down here in time, and he's talking to the referees now, so hopefully they got the adjustments that he wanted.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Still lots of football left. We've got another second half here with the Trojans only down 13-3. And Grayson County will receive to start this second half. Yeah, I can tell the temperature has dropped.
Yes, and it has scared off a lot of people. It's cold rain, not a lot of. This is the
not too many fans in the stands.
No, this is probably our worst crowd. It's cold and it's wet.
It's unfortunate with it being the last home game
Yep.
of the season, too. Aiden Nyken will kick off from the Trojan 40.
He's responsible for our only points, a 31-yard field goal.
The second half between Glasgow and Metcalfe County going rapidly quick. 39-0, Glasgow after 3.
Yeah, they'll be done before we get this quarter.
Yeah. Nyken, nice kick. Caught at the 10, to the 15, now to the 20, 25, and tackle made around the 30-yard line. That was Ruth.
That was Derek Ruth, and that was Jamarcus Miley on the tackle.
Jackson Cooch back out there.
Yeah,
good to see him back out there.
Coulter will not be back. He was on crutches at halftime, so hopefully everything will be okay with him, but he's not going to be back playing.
They just rode him back out on the golf cart, crutches on the sideline.
All right, Grayson County moving left to right here in the third quarter. And they're in the eye with receivers left and right. McHenry's the tailback. Ruth is the fullback. And it's Ruth cutting up the middle, and tackle made right around the 48-yard line. A first down for Grayson County.
Yeah, it was that's a fullback dive. They're in simple I formation, just a hand directly off to the fullback. Give him 18. 41 for the game for Ruth and a touchdown.
First and 10 Cougars. We're underway, third period here from Trojan Field, senior night. Cougars on their own 48-yard line. 2 receivers split out to the left. And here is a handoff coming to the left side, breaking to the 40, 35, breaking another tackle. That's Ruth once again. Boy, he came out of nowhere and took it down to the Barren County 26.
Pretty much the same call, too. It's going to be
procedure penalty coming back, though, isn't it?
Yeah. Well,
yep. I didn't see the flag.
Where is the flag? That nullified a 28-yard carry, and I don't even see a flag. We'll take it.
Well, that's right.
I mean, do y'all see a flag anywhere?
No.
Maybe it's too wet to throw it. That's only their second penalty. That nullified a big gain.
So they're backed up to their 43-yard line.
Yeah, what was that, 20? You say 26?
26.
1st and 15 now for the Cougars. Luke Henderson, the receiver, out to the left. Here on the near side is Harris. They're in the eye. Here's Bullock. Hands it off to his fullback. That's Ruth. Ruth not getting much on that one. Good stop made by the Trojans. He might have picked up a yard, 2
at
most.
That looked like Toohey to me. McNolan Toohey on the tackle. Gain of 1.
So that put the ball at the 45-yard line.
Nolan has not played a lot of defense this year. Played more defense last year.
Second and 14 for Grayson County. 2 receivers out to the left side. And the handoff. Nothing there. Good defense by the Trojans to put the stop on Ruth. Lost about a foot.
No gain on the play.
The 44-yard line of the Cougars.
Again, they have stayed away from their outstanding back, McHenry, so far on this drive.
3rd and 14.
They've stayed away from him a lot.
Yeah, they've not used him a lot tonight. Only 8 times. Both him and Ruth have carried it 8 apiece.
They split him out a lot, like here.
Yeah, McHenry's here on the near side with Harris. 2 receivers out to the left. And Bullock in the shotgun. Looking. Pass. Batted up.
That was, I think it was Campbell Ross that made that made that deflection that time. So it's going to force Grayson County to punt.
Landon Neal.
Oh, good start. You know, the penalty obviously helped. That nullified a big gain.
Harris going to be the punter. And this punt caught by Neal at the 25-yard line where the Trojans will have it.
Wasn't the easiest catch, made an over-the-shoulder type catch on a punt, but still probably saved us a few yards.
9:30 to play here in the third quarter.
Good stop.
13-3, Grayson County lead.
Sideline warning on Grayson County.
I was going to talk about our sideline. They're just, you mentioned the crowd kind of being just hum-ho as far as getting into the game. Our sideline, after a big stop, you'd think it'd be a little bit more excited, but they just kind of look hum-ho as well. Maybe the offense needs to get them going.
Trojans moving right to left here in this third quarter. Have it on their own 25. Got Bush to the left of Johnson. Trips out to the right, one to the near side. That's Jamarcus Miley. And Johnson hands it off to Bush. Nothing there. Actually going to be a loss of 1.
Yeah, it was big. It was 34 for Grayson County on the tackle. And I don't know who that.
34?
Yeah.
Don't have a 34.
Don't have a 34. But anyway, 34 made the tackle.
Numbers are kind of mixed up on the roster. Not in numerical order.
Not in alphabetical order either. I'm not sure what the by class, I guess.
Yeah. 2nd and 11. Trips out to the right. Miley again on the near side. Snap comes to Johnson, and he hands it off to Bush. Bush trying to get to the outside. And Bush upended around the 33, maybe the 34-yard line. It's going to be short.
Yeah, it's good, hard running that time by Tyler. He's going to pick up close to 10 on the play. That was Cameron Harris on the tackle for Grayson County. Third and about 1.5 to 2. You know, I think this game is there for either team to kind of take right now, to be honest with you. It's just hard to have a real good feel for what's going on out there.
Miley split out to the right, or actually to the left, and I couldn't see the number going out to the right.
Spillman.
Under center this time is Zach Johnson. He's going to go forward with it and keeps on going. Gets the first down and extra yardage. That takes 2 or 3 to bring him down.
Yeah,
nice hard run by Zach Johnson.
That's a straight quarterback sneak that picked up close to 25 yards.
Citizens' first down for Zach Johnson. And the Trojans moving the football downfield down to the Grayson County 46-yard line.
We have moved it tonight. We just have a couple of penalties hurt us once, and a turnover has hurt us, but we have kind of moved it inside the 20.
21.
That's 21 on that carry?
Yep. 3 receivers off to the left, 1 to the right. And Johnson this time keeps it, goes right down the middle. 40, 35, 30, 25, taken down. Nice run by Zach Johnson. Another first down.
Yeah, another big gain that time. That time he faked it to, I believe it was Tyler Bush, and kept it himself, and another gain of close to 20.
Yep.
That was Quadarius McHenry, their good back, that made that tackle.
Nothing like back-to-back 20-yard runs to get you a little fired up, close to the red zone. We've got to keep moving it forward.
Down at the Grayson County 26-yard line. Miley out to the left. Got Withrow and Chelson, Spillman out to the right. And again, Johnson found a little bit of running room off right tackle, and he'll take it down to the 21.
That's 3 straight carries by Johnson. It was another good gain of 5. Wasn't 20, but you'll take 5 most of the time. 4, technically.
Yep. Second 5.5.
They kind of figured out Bush, and were stopping him for little to no gain, and we've switched and faked him and left Johnson back there. We now have Withrow in the I formation with Bush.
Bush the fullback and Withrow the tailback. Johnson hands it off to Withrow. He's going to be stopped.
Yeah, it's at 34 that we don't have a number for.
Yeah.
He's making a lot of tackles tonight.
Withrow shaking up.
Kind of slung him down, put a little extra emphasis on the down part of it, maybe unnecessary.
And it looked like he landed on his left shoulder.
And that's looks like what he's grabbing.
And 34 for them. We do not have a name. Is a good-sized kid, to be honest with you. And turf's not too forgiving because he was slammed down that time on the turf. You want to hold your breath right here just for not only Gavin in football, but he's also probably starting point guard in basketball. That's exactly right.
Yeah, I don't see a 34 in the roster.
Yeah, and we've gone games and games and games and games and games this year and have not had one injury. Now we've had 3 tonight.
Yep.
I'm still looking at him right now. And they're getting ready to help him up right now. Well, the good news is it's not a leg or anything like that.
Right. Chad's down there, and Chad, you want to give us a report? I know you're concerned about Gavin.
Yeah, it looks like he come down on his shoulder. I don't know any more than that, but his arm is just more in his shoulder than an arm.
Yeah. All right. Well, hopefully it's nothing serious and be quick recovery.
They got Brennan Colvin as 34 on their online roster, so maybe that's at least an idea of who that is.
3rd and 8.
Got 6:08 to play. Third quarter, 13-3, Grayson County. And Tyler Bush to the right of Zach Johnson. Got 3 receivers off to the left side. And this time it's coming to Bush. Bush trying to make the cut. And going to be tackled at the 20-yard line. Gain of 4. So it'll be shy about, 2 yards, 3 yards of a first down.
Yeah, we will definitely go for it.
Needed to get to the...
I think there's a flag on the play. It's either a flag or it's a towel. I believe it's going to be on the Trojans.
They're not moving the down marker, so I think it's a flag, and the way Jackson's reacting, it's against us, a hold.
And they will take it. It would have been 4th and 2, and I'm sure they'll take the penalty. So it'll be 3rd and probably going to be 3rd and close to 15 or 16. It all depends in high school where the hold is.
Yeah.
No, they actually declined it. Wow.
That's a little surprising.
Well, there's 2 calls. One was a hold and one was a chop block. So they're going to take the chop block, which I think is 15 yards. Yeah, man, that's a double whammy. Chop block is when one guy blocks high and then a secondary blocker comes in and takes you out to your knees, I believe. I believe that's right.
Yeah, I think that's.
Or it could just be blocking below the knees down the field too.
Third and what? Let's see what they got it marked.
It's close to 20.
38.
23. 23.
I didn't see anything in that replay that was anything, a hold or a chop block, anything.
It's a good time for it. We hadn't dialed up a screen yet. We scored last week on a screen play to Tyler Bush.
Spillman's here on the near side.
Need to get about
2 receivers right.
10 yards right here would be nice.
Zach Johnson. And he's rolling out. And
reverse.
Back to Spillman. Spillman's going to be, he slammed out of bounds.
No gain. They blew that play up early. That was the reverse to Spillman, and they tackled Zach Johnson at the time he was giving it to Caleb Spillman. Caleb did well to get back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 4th and 23, 24, and we are in punt formation. Be a short punt because we're punting from our own 38.
A little surprising just where we're at, but not so much because of the distance you got to get the first down.
McHenry is back at the 15-yard line. Final score in tonight already. Glasgow 53, Metcalfe County nothing.
What, Monroe and Green? We got any more on that?
I don't have anything on. No. Johnson to punt. Good punt. And McHenry at the 5. Trying to run it cross field. Gets to the 10.
Block.
15. There's a flag. Coming up the near sideline. And tackle's going to be made right around the 45.
They're going to call an illegal block. I guess they're just going to call a personal foul.
It's a defenseless receiver or a defenseless player is what it is.
I guess. He looks like he was close to making a tackle, and it was for the Trojans 15. Jake Gill took a big hit, but he's a tough kid. He jumped right back up.
It's not where he was. It
was the degree of the hit. I mean,
right.
hit him right in his shoulders and flipped him over. Probably just getting his way would have solved the same problem. And that's just a violent hit they're taking out of the game at all levels, which is fine with me.
I'm not sure why he fielded the punt other than the fact that
because he's a great player and thought he could score. He brought it all the way back to the 50, but
it's easily going to be a touchback with the bounce. It's going to bounce into the end zone, but most players don't field it.
No, that was a block. That was a play 2 years ago that's legal. And
it's on a highlight film everywhere.
Yeah, and it's you're right. And now it's looking at the replay right now. They're just taking out of the. It's just been taken out of the game.
Yeah, Grayson County's Bullock hands off, coming upfield, breaking a tackle, trying to break another one, and finally taken down at the 24-yard line. That was Wyatt Pettigo on the stop.
That was a kid we don't have a number for, but I think it's Colvin maybe.
That 34.
Gain of 23, right? From the 9 to the, no, gain of 16, I guess, on the play.
9 to 24.
We're at 15.
And here's Bullock, hands it off to McHenry. He'll pick up a yard, maybe 2, to about the 26-yard line.
This is a drive we don't need to allow them to take a lot of time off the clock. Remember, we've got to score 2 times.
Yep, McHenry's carried it 9 times for 127.
Second down and 7 for the Cougars from their own 26-yard line. There's a pitch out coming to McHenry. Got some speed. Breaks 1 tackle. Got to get to the 50, 45, 40, 35 out of bounds.
Yeah, it wasn't for Tyler Bush. That was a touchdown because he was the only one that could make that play.
Flag.
Another
Way
flag.
back
I tell you what,
at the line of scrimmage, and that's a hold on them.
Man, and it was thrown on the Barren County. 30. I'm talking about on the number at the 30. And what's so strange about it is that the play went 200 yards away from that, to be honest with you. And
about a 45-yard gain they're taking back. And if they call the hold where we're not live on the replay there, so we'll have to go back and look at it.
Yeah, all of a sudden the officials have become a lot more aggressive this half. They were didn't do a lot the first half.
They're backed up to their own 18-yard line.
Didn't see anything that really stood out, did you?
Nope.
Nothing evident.
2nd and 16 for the Cougars from their own 18.
And they have not, neither team has overcome any penalties tonight. I mean, this has been this has ended all drives tonight for both teams.
They haven't turned it over. Now would be a good time.
And Bullock on the handoff. Getting pushed back. Good defense by the Trojans. Loss on the play.
Like the whole line got him there.
Number 14, Ruth on the carry. Tackle made.
So that pushes Cougars back to the 28-yard line.
Yeah, we have not overcome penalties.
18, excuse me. 18.
And surprisingly, they haven't either. And these big penalties have just crushed both teams' drives.
So it's 3rd and 16.
And the rain plays a big difference in us being able to pass, and they don't pass, so it's hard to overcome when there's not much of a passing game either side.
They got
5 receivers.
Yeah, they do.
Timeout
going to be called.
Had 2 seconds left on the play clock, and they weren't anywhere close to getting a playoff.
2:42 left in the 3rd. It's Grayson County 13, Barren County 3. So take a People's Bank timeout. Take time out of your day and join the People's Bank at their new location at 1300 West Main Street in Glasgow. Next Friday night we'll be in Brownsville as the Trojans take on the Edmonson County Wildcats. 7 o'clock kickoff time. We'll be on there at 6:35 next Friday night, which will close out the regular season for the Barren County Trojans.
35-0 Franklin's up over Warren East. That's still 5 minutes left in the 3rd.
And Milwaukee's ahead 5-1 over the Dodgers, middle of the 3rd.
So much for closing that one out, right?
I can tell you, Milwaukee gets a lead. They don't normally give that lead up. They got that left-hander is tough, boy.
Yeah.
Red Sox closed it out last night.
They did.
You think they're the favorite against either one of the National League?
Yes. I mean, they won 115 games already, so I do think they're the favorite.
Best record in baseball, and seem to be playing good. The only thing that could hurt them is probably a big layoff if that series went 7 games.
That's true. That's not real helpful in baseball.
All right, 3rd down, 16 from Grayson County's own 18-yard line. And they've got, 4 receivers here on the near side. Got a man in motion. And Bullock is back to throw. He throws it across, and it's going to be incomplete, which will set up 4th and 16 and a punt for Grayson County.
Yeah, good coverage that time by the Trojans that time. So
trying to get Luke Henderson out
again. Grayson, like Barren, has not been able to overcome any penalties right now.
Got Landon Neal Back for the Trojans at the 47-yard line. Harris is the punter. And that goes over Neal's head and takes a bounce and a roll.
Yeah, got to catch those.
Yeah, down to the 37-yard line.
Yeah. About a 15-yard mistake.
Yep, but
that's average, isn't it?
It ended up being about a 50-yard punt. Got to catch those if you can.
It's hard to simulate in practice. And I mean, I know you practice catching punts, warming up in games, but when you got a guy bearing down on you, you just don't catch it for fear of making a mistake. But put your offense in a much better position right at midfield instead of on their own 37.
Trips to the right, and Miley on the near side with Tyler Bush to the left of Zach Johnson. Takes a snap and fake the handoff across the middle. It is going to be complete. That's is that Key?
No, it's Coots.
Coots.
That might be his first catch. I think it is his first catch of the year. It's a first down, gain of 11.
It's probably in there for Withrow right now. Good. It was not an easy catch, too. That was in traffic and took a hit afterwards.
Citizens' first down for the Trojans. They move it to the 48-yard line. Coots, Chelson, Spillman out to the right. Miley on the near side. Johnson out of the gun. Hands it off to Bush. Bush trying to work his way forward. Gets pushed back. Stopped at about the 49-yard line. Pickup of 1. So it'll be 2nd and 9 for the Trojans from their own 49-yard line. 1:43 left in the quarter. 13-3 Grayson. Really quick quarter.
What's the latest on South Warren Bowling Green? 7-5 the last time.
7-5. Bowling Green?
It was 10-5 at halftime.
10-5 at halftime.
Bowling Green. Trips to the right, and Miley on the near side again. Johnson out to the right, throws across the middle. It is complete. Wow. And going on downfield to the 35-yard line.
It's Coots again.
Jackson Coots.
Man,
pretty impressive.
Yeah, because those are
plays.
Not easy throws. That was a good throw by Zach Johnson, but not an easy catch because, again, it was across the middle and he took a hit.
Is that a gain of 16?
Yes, and the only thing that stopped us tonight is a turnover and penalties. Like I said, both teams can't overcome any penalties tonight.
Two nice throws. Caught Grayson a little bit off guards. Obviously, Jackson not in their scouting report either.
3 receivers out to the right again. Here's Johnson going to throw to the right, and it's going to be complete.
Coots.
That is going down the far sideline and got to about the 22-yard line out of bounds.
Give him 14, another first down.
Number 6, Zach Johnson, pass attempt to number 19, Jackson Coots.
Jackson Coots. He's 3 for 3.
It looked like they were trying to set up a little wide receiver screen, and the ball was actually thrown in front of the blockers. Jackson went and got it, made the best of it.
So another Citizens first down. 45.9 to go, third quarter.
11 first downs on the night for us.
11 for Grayson.
Ball in the Grayson 21. 2 receivers each way as they spread it out. Coming to motion. And it's going to be Johnson to keep it. Johnson gets across the 20 down to about the 18.
Yeah, this is the area of the field that we have stalled all night. We have done a pretty good job of moving the ball in between the 20s, but this is where, we've got the 1 field goal, the 31-yard field goal, and that's all we've gotten tonight.
I mean, technically the field goal could help you here.
Yes.
You're down 10.
It's better than down 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
And I think that will be the last play of the half. I know it will be the last play of the quarter, I'm sorry.
Yeah. If you were going to kick, you probably want to kick the other way. The wind's going left to right the way we're looking at it.
Yep.
When there is wind.
So as we come to the end of the third quarter, after 3, it's Grayson County 13, Barren County 3. We'll come back with the fourth quarter after this break. You're following Trojan football on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style.
Heading into the second year from an approximate 12-year hiatus, the Trojan Times has an all-new look and an all-new approach to bringing you BCHS happenings. We are an entirely student-based publication working more than ever this year to inform you with BCHS happenings. I'm Brennan Crane, Editor-in-Chief, and I can say that we are thrilled to showcase BCHS in a whole new way. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at BC Trojan Times. You won't want to miss this. Go BC!
Hi, everybody. Back at Trojan Field on a rainy senior night. Last home game of the season. Jay Turner with John Butler, Robert Bauer, sideline reporter Chad Withrow. Trojans trailing 13-3. It is 2nd and 8 at the 19-yard line. The Trojans moving left to right here in this fourth quarter. This fourth quarter brought to you by Southern States of Glasgow and Horse Cave. Johnson rolling out right. He's looking. Pass is going to be complete at the 15, trying to get to the 10. And
Chelson.
It was Chelson this time to about the, 12 or 11-yard line.
Get down to the 12.
Be 3rd and 1. Monroe leads Green 28-6.
28-6.
Got a spotter over in Greensburg. Give me up to date.
All right. It's always good to have a spotter.
Yes. Get a field reporter.
Yes.
3rd and 1 for the Trojans. And
did not get
nothing.
That's Zach Johnson, and try to kind of a quick snap and get it, and did not get it.
So now that's
4th
interesting.
and 1.
What do you do here?
And you go. On 4th and 1, you go.
If it was 4th and 8, you kick.
Yeah. I mean, you get within a touchdown. The amount of rain is kind of making it a little bit of a bigger problem. And in high school kickers, no matter how reliable your kicker is anymore, there's a lot more to it than that with the rush and the snap and all that other stuff.
And the turf's a little slick, too.
Yeah, so we're going for it.
Trips off to the left. Here's Johnson. And hands it off to Bush. Bush got the first down. He got across the 10 to about the 9-yard line.
Good second effort that time because they had a hand on him in the backfield, and he just ran through an arm tackle. So it's going to be 1st and goal for the 9.
Needed 1, got 2, and
man, we need to get this one in.
Well, the one thing that Grayson has done tonight, it looked like at one time they may blow us out, is they've kept us, kept us in the game. They've only had the ball. They've only run like 8 plays this half.
For the game, there's not really been a whole lot of plays,
no,
period.
No, they have not. They really have not. Just kind of I'm not saying we lulled them to sleep, but we've got a shot right here. We can score.
Coming to motion is Miley. And
he's throwing it.
He's throwing it back to Johnson.
Man,
and he's
good
going to get hit at the 10, so no gain. But
that is a really, really good discipline on Grayson because we have not showed that this year. And that was a wide receiver pass back to the quarterback, which you rarely see, and Grayson County was all over that.
That was the pass Taggart pulled out of his hat when Western beat UK
That's exactly
up there
right,
a few years ago.
That's exactly right.
2nd and goal from the 10.
Grayson defended better than Kentucky did.
Absolutely.
Spillman, Miley, Coots on the near side. Nobody split out to the left. Johnson out of the gun. Takes the snap. Option comes over to Bush at the 15, trying to get to the 10, but he's going to be taken down.
Yeah, the option has not worked.
No,
has not worked tonight.
Going to be a loss of 4 on the play, back to the 14.
I don't know if defensively what they're running doesn't set up good for the option or we're not blocking it correctly, but we've run the option, 5 times tonight, and I'd say at least 4 out of those 5 they've resulted in negative plays.
Well, this has been a position, down in the goal line. This is where Carson Chelson has been really successful this year. Now, he's lined up as a receiver and rather than a tight end, but he's been very good down here.
Trips left. Miley's on the near side. There's the throw. It's going to be complete to Coots, but Coots is going to get pushed back.
Yeah, nothing. Yeah. Again, it's just a quick little pass out to the wide receiver and just nothing there.
Didn't get a block at all. He needed from a wide receiver.
Well, here goes your field goal attempt. Now I can tell you in college and pros, there's no question as to this is the play to make because it gets you within one touchdown. 13-6. It's a.
This is the easier side, though.
31 yards, the same.
Same. It was 31 with Niken back in the first quarter.
That's correct. We get the snap down. I think he makes it.
And it's down.
Good snap. Pulled it.
Kick off to the left.
Yep, pulled it.
He was on the left hash. That's the hash you would pull it on. Just.
Cougars will take over on downs, 1st and 10 for their own 20-yard line.
It's not a call you have to make a lot of time in high school because you just don't have a kicker that's capable of making that.
I think he could be a weapon down the road, next few years.
Yeah. So it's still 13-3. Grayson County, they'll take over on downs from their own 20-yard line. Let's go down to Chad Withrow for McDonald's sideline report. Chad?
Yeah, he had the distance on that, just a little left. They kicked it, got a good foot on it, but just pulled it a little left. 1 for 2 in high school is probably a pretty good percentage from 30-plus yards.
Yep. All right, here's Bullock. He's going to hand it off to McHenry. McHenry getting to the 20, scrambling to the 25, breaking a couple of tacklers, gets across the 30 to the 31.
Good call.
First down.
I was umbrellaed. I never saw the
block
play.
by an umbrella.
Gain of 10 on the play. Give him 137 on 10 carries.
We're going to have a turnover. Now, the way they're running the ball, possessing the ball, and time management, it'll be hard for us to score twice. So we need something to happen, turnover-wise, to put us back in a good position.
Well, it's possible. It's wet out there, but they've not turned it over tonight. They haven't fumbled yet.
They got 2 receivers to the right and 1 to the near side. Out of the gun, and it is going to be the quarterback keeping it. That's Bullock to the 40-yard line, short about a yard of a first down.
Give him 9 on the play.
Keep the clock running. 7:18 to play. Now the ball is at the 40. 2nd down and 1 for the Cougars. Taking some time here. Play clock at 10. Henderson and Harris, the receivers out to the right. And handoff coming to McHenry. Nothing there. Good stop. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Schartzer and Coots.
Well, all of a sudden that makes this a bigger play.
Now it's at the 39-yard line, so a loss of 1.5.
Yep, I'm going toss sweep to McHenry if I'm Grayson.
You got to put it in his hands
I would
in a situation like this, but they haven't always tonight.
And Bullock spinning, getting across the 40.
You got it, second effort.
Yep, pushed forward.
Had a chance to pull him back, but
42-yard line.
Grayson next year will be in the same district with their old friends Bowling Green, South Warren, Greenwood, and I think Christian County joins.
Christian County moves into that district.
What a district,
yes.
right?
Which, man, that's tough for Grayson. That's the one school that just doesn't really fit very well, though they did beat Greenwood this year, handily.
That's a lot of traveling, too, for a district, isn't it?
Yes.
Grayson beating Greenwood last week 35-14. Here's Bullock. And hands it off, and that is Ruth getting to the outside on the far side of the field and runs it out of bounds around the 30-yard line.
Well, no penalties. Give him 18-29 on the play.
He's got a little speed. You get him out in open space there. Took Tyler Bush a little effort. He's probably our quickest player to run him down.
You got Ruth listed at 6'3", 150, a senior.
I'm not sure about that one either.
No,
I don't know. And this is coming from their coach.
I think they just put heights and weights in a hat, drew them out, and put them beside people.
He didn't look 6'3".
No.
He's had it 10 carries, 71 yards.
And here's the option play coming to McHenry. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. Trying to cut the corner. And is he in?
Yeah. He's in.
Touchdown for Grayson County. 29-yard run for Qdarius McHenry.
A little different look that time. I don't remember them running the option, and that was the pitch option that time. But boy, when he gets the edge, he's as good as the back we've seen.
So that pushes the lead out to 19-3 for Grayson County.
Give him 165.
And that's his,
second touchdown
of the night.
Yeah,
Ruth had the other
one.
one.
Has the other one.
Go from 3rd and 1 or 2 to a stop to get the ball back. All of a sudden, real quick, couple more plays, they're ahead. Another touchdown.
Logan Raymer will attempt the extra point for Grayson. Kick is up, and it is no good.
So stays at 2 touchdowns. Actually, two 8-point. You got to get 2 extra points, but
5:30 left to play.
Technically, it kind of keeps us semi in the game. Big difference between 16 and 17.
Yeah. Again, next Friday night we'll be in Brownsville, Edmonson County, taking on the Wildcats.
We'll have to give us a little dinner over there, won't we?
You remember that place we go to?
Yes, it's good.
Hilltop.
Yeah. Yep.
Is it Linda's Hilltop or?
I don't know. It was good wherever we went last time.
Some pretty good stuff. Edmonton getting beat pretty handily by LaRue tonight. Not an easy matchup for them.
Kind of expected. And here is the kick. This is Coates kicking off. And Miley gets it at the 15, 20, 25, trying to get to the 30. Stopped at the 29-yard line. 5:24 left in the game. Trojans are down 19-3.
But it's dropped 20 degrees out there. It feels like just the wind blowing.
Still coming down. You're listening to 103.7 WHHT FM. Cave City, Glasgow, Nash Icon. It's 9 o'clock here at Trojan Field.
10 o'clock in Louisville.
10 o'clock in Louisville. It's 56 degrees. Rain chance 100%.
I think they're right on it. It is raining.
100%. All right, Trojans at 5:24. Down 19-3. Zach Johnson pitches it over. And it is Tyler Bush trying to run back across field. Cuts back the middle. Spinning. Breaks away.
What a play.
He's going to get to the 50, 45, 40. Down to the 35 and slides down to the 32-yard line. They'll mark it at about the 35.
What a play. He made something out of nothing that time. He did just a tall sweep, and they had 5 people around him. He did the old spin move, the old spinaroo.
Yeah.
And cut it back and
36
yards and caught from behind that time.
Not many people catch him from behind.
Well,
but still a great move, and they had a little angle on him too.
Yes.
Citizens first down for Tyler Bush. And it's Bush again going left side, and he'll be stopped. He may have got a couple of yards, though. Got to about the 32-yard line.
Give him 3. We've got to play with a sense of urgency. I mean, we're rolling under 5 minutes. You got to score twice. We're going to have to get to the line, get plays off, and make them positive.
Yeah, and we got 3 timeouts. Like I said, that missed extra point kind of keeps us barely alive. 2 touchdown game. But we need to score. We have not been able to put the ball in the end zone tonight.
2nd and 7. Here's Johnson. Pitches it over. It's Tyler Bush. Bush trying to go forward, gets pushed back, and he got to the 30, pickup of 2. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 5.
It was Ryan Mold on the tackle. He's made several tonight. 3rd and 5.
So we come down to 4 minutes to play.
Have we thrown that middle screen tonight?
I don't think so.
It worked about 2 out of 3 times we ran it last week.
2 receivers on the near side, 1 split out to the left. Zach Johnson. And he's rolling out to the near side. He's being chased, a lot of pressure. Gets rid of the football, and it's going to be intercepted. at the 17-yard line by Andrew Haycraft of Grayson County.
He was trying to, Chelson was lined up over here on the near side. He was trying to find Chelson on a little route and just had pressure right in his face. Couldn't throw it, actually got away from him and forced it, picked it off.
I got lost behind an umbrella again.
Yeah, this geometric pattern on the umbrella looks really nice, but we'd rather see the football game. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, and I don't blame them. Well, I don't blame them. If I was out there, I'd have my umbrella.
Really?
We said the only thing worse than people standing at the rail last week was people with umbrellas.
Yeah,
and I don't blame them. I wouldn't be thinking about us.
No. Forget those guys in the dry, right?
Right. Bullock got a receiver left, a receiver right, and he's going to hand it off. That is Mr. McHenry. He'll take it to the 38-yard line.
Looks like that was Easton Frazier on the tackle. Give him 8 on the carry.
2nd and 2 for the Grayson County Cougars with 3:19 of the clock running here in the fourth quarter.
That makes McHenry 173 yards.
Very, very quiet in a way because the runs have been few and far between, but the big 2 touchdowns.
13 carries.
Send a receiver out to the right and one on the near side. And here is the handoff coming to McHenry again. 40, 45, 50, 45, 40. I think he stepped out of bounds.
Yep.
Stepped out of bounds right at the Barren 40. Nevertheless, a gain of close to 12 and 22, isn't it?
Yep. Went from the 38 to the 42.
Yeah.
That'd be 20, right on the nose, as Robert said. 193 on 14 carries.
So he had 215 last week against Greenwood.
He's not done. Even though
24 carries.
Just 240 left, but I'm saying he's going to get it a couple more times.
And the handoff coming. And nothing there. Loss on the play.
Yeah, good play that time by Wyatt. That's Easton Frazier.
Yeah, and that was Ruth on the carry. Timeout called by Barren County with 2:39 to play. Grayson County 19. Barren County 3. Let's go down to Chad Withrow for a McDonald's sideline report. Chad, have you heard anything about Gavin?
Well, they think it's maybe an AC sprain in his shoulder, no collarbone sticking out or nothing out of place, but talked to Dwayne Miller over here, and he thought maybe the AC sprain. But, I mean, I think he's okay for the long haul. It's going to be sore for a few days.
Yeah,
I want to say something. Even though the McHenry boys had some long runs, we've done a good job at times containing him as good as anybody. You know, I think if we'd have played defense like the run and maybe against this all year, we wouldn't have had so many over 200-yard backs. So you got to, you know, he's up close here. He's as good as I've seen all year in any back anywhere. So, you know, I hats off to our kids for really fighting hard to try to contain him.
Yep.
South Warren's ahead of Bowling Green 24-5.
South Warren 24, Bowling Green 5. Wow. All right, so we get back to action. It's 2nd down at 13, and on the option, they pitch it over to McHenry. McHenry trying to get to the 35, 30, 25, 20, and tackle made around the 18-yard line to the far side of the field.
Well, close to gone. 27 on the carry, and that puts him over 200.
And we'll go get another timeout here, called by the Trojans with 2:30 to play in the game. Take time out of your day and join the People's Bank at their new location at 1300 West Main Street in Glasgow.
15 carries, 220 yards.
So less carries, more yardage.
Well, he said carries
and he had against Greenwood.
He said carries of 58, 16, 27, 18. And then we did a pretty good job there for a while, then 29, 20, 27. Extremely good back.
Offensively, we just haven't been able to score.
No, we've held them. I think Dwayne. I think Chad made a good point. Defensively, we've done a pretty good job. 19. I think if you said would we hold them below keep them at 19 points before the game, I think we have taken it.
And they've been averaging about 28 points a game.
Yeah, you look at their scores. Greenwood, they scored 35 on Greenwood. They scored 35 on Allen County. So
right.
I mean, Edmonton, they scored 42 on Edmonton, our opponent next week. So those are pretty big point outputs.
And he just McHenry's still in. He's in the receiver right now. He could get it in a jet motion right
We've got
here.
a lot of umbrellas out now where it's going to be hard to see. They're standing along the rail. And
Ruth.
That is Ruth on the carry. But he got a yard, maybe two.
We have one timeout left.
Number 14, Ruth on the carry.
So that'll make it 2nd down and 8 from the
It'll be 2nd down and 8 to go, Cougars.
17-yard line.
Yes.
Coming down to 2 minutes to play.
They're not getting any hurry. Actually, they've left a few seconds on the play clock, more than I thought they would a few times.
Got 2 receivers out to the left. And there's the handoff, and that is going to be a touchdown for Grayson County. McHenry making it in from 17 yards.
That gives him 16 carries, 237 yards, and 3 touchdowns.
And a 25-3 Grayson County lead.
He is a fabulous back, sophomore. I mean, he's got that extra gear that you're looking for.
Yep.
And he's big enough, too.
And the kick.
No good.
Blocked by Raymer.
They've listed him. Now, it's kind of hard to tell because I'm not too sold on a lot of Grayson County's height and weight, what I've seen. They got him listed at 5'11", 185, and that kind of looks about right. And that's not bad, He's just a sophomore. He will get bigger.
Yeah.
And big enough to he clearly looks Division I talent to me.
By far best we've seen, right?
Yes.
1:45 left. It's 25-3 Grayson County.
We've faced some good football players. I mean, the kid last week was a good football player.
Noah Pruitt.
And Allen County had a good football player, and the kid from Casey was a good football player. But they were all quality high school football players. This is a different level right here.
Stay tuned. The post-game report will be coming up, brought to you by Zaxby's of Glasgow. Head to Zaxby's after the game. Zaxby's on Happy Valley Road.
Sounds good.
Little chicken wing.
Set return for the Trojans, number 20, Tanner Slagle.
Tanner Slagle is back to receive for the Trojans. And Jamarcus Miley. Here's Coates with a kick from the 40. Coming back, bouncing, rolling, all the way down to the 2 where it's picked up. Trying to run it back upfield. And tackle going to be made around the 15-yard line. Slagle was on the return.
Yeah, I think he would prefer the ball went to the end zone, but it kind of died right at the 1 or 2. You had to pick it up.
1:39 left. 25-3 Grayson County.
Not much we can do here. Just a few more plays left. Just one timeout.
Edmonton County on the road next week to close out the season.
Last time we went to Edmonton County, that'd be a nice story, wouldn't it?
One of the worst officiated games in mankind history.
The only game where you can score a touchdown and only have to get to the 5-yard line.
5? It's like the 15.
It was not good.
We got a new quarterback in.
Yeah.
Is that Bowie?
Bowie.
Yeah, and he just threw it to 24 for the Trojans.
And that was at the 15-yard line. 24 for the Trojans is Ryan Shirley, the freshman.
All right, so
he hasn't played much the last 2 or 3 weeks.
So freshman to freshman right there.
Jamison Bowie.
Got number 2 in for the Trojans.
That's Gabriel Calon, senior.
I'll see what I can find. Again, we're umbrellaed here.
Bowie more than likely will be the quarterback next year for the Trojans as a sophomore.
65 on the line.
65 is Decker Harrison. He's a freshman.
got Aiden in as a receiver. Aiden Nyken.
A lot of freshmen in there right now. And can't see for the umbrella, but
hand off to number 10.
There was number 10. That's Drew Fisher.
10 or 18. I'm not really. No, it's not Corbin Murphy. Okay.
No, Murphy.
Nope.
Not yet ready to come back. 35 seconds to play.
This will be the last play.
3rd and 9. Jamison Bowie, 5'10" freshman, quarterback. Nykens at a receiver.
And that was just a quarterback sneak. Bowie.
Yep, Bowie.
Yeah, do it.
That'll run it out. And the final score will be Grayson County 25, Barren County 3. Grayson County improves to 6-3 on the year. Barren County drops to 2-7. We'll come back with a post-game report brought to you by Zaxby's after this break. You're following Trojan football on 103.7 Nash Icon.